Good evening and welcome to the Melissa Cardinals Network. This is Trey Graham and Ross Graham joining you from Crandall, Texas, as your Melissa Cardinals go on the road to take on the Crandall Pirates in the district opener here in the 2023 football season. The Melissa Cardinals are 3-0 on the year. They are ranked number 1 in the state of Texas in Class 5A Division II football. Ross Graham joins me all season long here on the Melissa Cardinals Network. Ross Graham, welcome to Crandall, Texas.
Welcome. It's going to be a great night of football. The weather's pretty nice. It's not been as hot. There's been some games where it's been smeltering heat. Is that the word? Sweltering heat. There's been some sweltering heat games. There's been a lot of wind in some games. There's been a lot of cold games. So right now this is actually pretty mild. It's a little bit hot, but it's pretty mild. So it's going to be a great night of football on this Friday night. Your
Melissa Cardinals are on the road tonight here in Crandall, Texas, and we are glad you are joining us. We are partnering with our friends at Game On Sports, and it is always our pleasure to bring you Melissa Cardinals sports here in the 16th season of the Melissa Cardinals Network. Cardinals are, as we just said, 3-0 on the season, came off a big win last week. They are coming off a victory over Royce City, 39-7. A week ago in the final non-district game of the year. So the Cardinals defeated Argyle, China Spring, and Royce City in the 3 non-district games to finish undefeated in this portion of the schedule. And these are 3 talented teams. We've talked a lot with Coach Matt Nally on this broadcast and on our weekly Cardinal scoreboard show that Matt Nally does not believe in the cupcake theory of scheduling. He intentionally schedules tough non-district opponents. And Ross, you can go a little deeper with that thought. Why is that the strategy of Matt Nally?
Coach Nally's belief, as you said, the cupcake theory. He also likes to call it Halloween. That's what he likes to call the preseason. He calls it a dress-up. So as a lot of people know, a lot of people may not know, the preseason for football in UIL, state of Texas, it does not matter for playoffs. It's simply practice. It's simply another preseason before the district starts to determine the scheduling and the playoffs, seeding. So the goal in Coach Nally's eyes for the preseason football, for the pre-district games, is to just grow as a team, to learn lessons, to find out the weaknesses of the team and to work on those, and then to find their strengths and to capitalize on them even further. So Coach Nally believes that if he was facing a relatively easier opponent, he wouldn't get as much benefit out of the games as if he was facing very tough opponents, such as we faced this year with Argyle, China Spring, and Royce City.
We have a chance to see the Cardinals in action all season long, and in those non-district games, as Ross was just alluding to, it's a way for the coaches to work some new players into the lineup, to bring some players back from injury, to check out new offensive and defensive strategies, and really test yourself against quality opponents, because as Ross was just explaining, the district record is what determines your playoff appearance and your playoff seeding. There are 8 teams in our district, which is called 5A Division II. 4 of those 8 teams will make the playoffs. And so if you went 3-0 in non-district or 0-3, neither one would have had an impact on your district schedule. But the real season starts tonight. And as we've discussed with Coach Nally over the years, the Cardinals really think of it as 3 seasons: the non-district schedule, the district schedule, and the playoffs. And he uses phrases like climb the mountain, where you got to be heading in the upward trajectory as the season goes along, using a bunch of coaching lingo. You don't want to peak too soon, and you want to be peaking right around that week 10 mark at the end of the regular season. And that is the road your Cardinals are on right now, and we are so glad to be able to bring this broadcast to you from Pirate Stadium here in Crandall, Texas. The Pirate Band has made their way in. They are on the far side. We are on the visiting side tonight, and we are outside in the bleachers. So you're going to hear a lot of what we call ambient sound. You're going to get the scoreboard and the PA announcer and the band and the fans and all of those things here on the broadcast. And there's a lot of games going on, of course, all around the area in high school football tonight. There's college football tonight, lots of college football tomorrow. Your Dallas Cowboys are 1-0. Had a big win over the New York Football Giants. We'll talk about that as we go along. So what do the Cowboys do? They get the other New York team this week.
The Aaron Rodgers-less
That
New
is
York
true.
team.
That was a dream that lasted 4 whole plays over there for the Jets, Jets. Sad.
He is going to finish the season as a undefeated quarterback, though. Because isn't the rule where you just have to start the game, and then if the team wins, you get a win on your record?
I think you're correct. I don't think he really cares about that stat right now.
It's true. I mean, he's never gone undefeated before in the season.
Well, because he's never done 4 plays for a season before. That was sad. Unfortunate for Mr. Rodgers. But Cowboys will, as you say, take on the Aaron Rodgers-less Jets this Sunday afternoon. We'll be talking about high school football, college football, and the NFL all game long as we bring you this broadcast tonight. Your Melissa Cardinals in the white over white tonight. White helmets, white jerseys, white pants, and the red numerals. Crandall Pirates are black and gold, and you'll be hearing all about them as we go along. The Cardinals are the visiting team tonight. They'll be going back into the visiting locker room and coming out later on for the opening kickoff. The gentlemen are setting up the mobile run-through tunnel here in Crandall. And lots of Pirate fans already in the stands tonight, an early arriving crowd here in Crandall. And we've got our contingent of Cardinal fans who are making their way in to this visitor side here on the road game. Our email address, we always love to hear from you, mcnr@melissaisd.org, mcnr@melissaisd.org. We love to hear from you, and you can tell us where you are in the world and who you're cheering on, who your favorite Cardinal is. We mentioned the Cardinals were victorious a week ago over Royce City 39-7. Ross Graham will get into some stats about that game in a moment, but checking the rest of the schedule from last week in our district, Tyler Chapel Hill defeated the Greenville Lions of our district 56-14. Terrell defeated Kaufman. Terrell is an upcoming opponent for the Cardinals. Terrell defeated Kaufman 47-14. Mesquite Poteet from our district had a tough loss to Forney 53-0. These Crandall Pirates defeated Jacksonville 49-17. And North Crowley defeated Lovejoy 43-20.
Do you have any questions? Let me know.
Denison Yellow
down there in
Jackets
the truck.
defeated Kennedale 21-13.
You're welcome to come in there and hang out if you need to, or get her all settled in. Yeah.
Didn't
Camera 3.
finish last week. There were a number of games, including this Royce City-Jacksonville game that was actually called off in the third quarter. Remember, Cardinal fans, if you were on the channel last Friday, there was a lightning delay in Melissa at the latter part of the second quarter, turned into a 45-minute weather delay. And once we resumed third quarter, and we were able to complete our game. However, other games around North Texas that had lightning delays, some chose not to resume action, and that was true here of the Crandall Pirates and Jacksonville. Crandall was victorious, but the game was called in the middle of the third quarter due to a lightning delay. Looking back to that big win, Royce City was dominated really by your Cardinals in that 39-7 victory. Ross, illustrate that domination with some of the stats.
Absolutely. You and I have witnessed a lot of Melissa Cardinals games together. We've seen a lot of games coached by defensive coordinator Nate Hemsley. But I have to say there's not been many games with as defensive dominance for the Cardinals as last week. And what I mean by that is we had 3 keys going into last week. Firstly, we wanted to protect our new home at Coach Kennedy Stadium, which we did. We are still undefeated in that stadium. And then secondly, the Royce City Bulldogs had a very young, rather inexperienced quarterback, Mr. Oliver. And one of our keys, we wanted to dominate him, attack his inexperience, and the Cardinals definitely did so. He was 3 for 9 passing for 6 yards.
For the game?
For the game.
6 yards passing in the game.
48 minutes playing, 6 yards passing. So the DBs were very tight coverage. They did not let Mr. Oliver get any yards. But then secondly, on top of that, we also wanted the Cardinals to control the line of scrimmage. And you want to know another great way we know the Cardinals defense dominated?
What's that?
They had Varsity had more rush carries than they had rush yards.
And the exact numbers were?
41 carries for 39 yards. They averaging less than a yard per carry.
That's called dominating the run game.
That's called dominating the run defense. And then on top of that, whenever we had our offensive and defensive players of the game, Coach Nally spoke about them in our whenever we were talking to him at the Cardinal Scoreboard show on Monday night at the Z-Plex. Our offensive player of the game was Lincoln Dunn. We asked Coach Nally about him. He was saying he's a great kid. He's a quiet kid. Another kid who leads by example. And then, so he's a very speedy guy. He had a great game for the offensive side for the Cardinals. And then on the defense, our player of the game was Gunnar Wilson. Coach Nally spoke how he was really excited he got the defensive player of the game. He's going to go be an Oklahoma State Cowboy. He got to watch him grow up since the 4th grade. So that was a really meaningful moment for Coach Nally to watch Gunnar Wilson get that defensive player of the game. And one thing, as we said, Coach Nally reiterated, he believes right now, even though the Cardinals' offense is flashy, they're fast, they'll score a lot of points, he said he thinks the defense is our heartbeat. That's what he called, that's the word he used, the heartbeat. He said the Cardinals' defense is the heartbeat of the team. As we saw in the Varsity game, we've seen the first 3 games, and I don't expect anything different this week as we face Crandall in the first game of our district.
Cardinals are on the field right now, going through their pregame warm-ups. The Pirates are not on the field. And we're going to go over our keys to this game here in a few minutes as we get you ready for this. A few more season stats in that 3-game non-district schedule. Cardinals are averaging 50.5 points per game on offense. They're averaging 431 yards per game on offense. Trevor Ham in 3 games has thrown for 742 yards and 10 touchdowns. Nate Adejokins rushed for 468 yards and 3 touchdowns, on the way to what Nate Adejokins said was his season goal of 2,000 yards rushing and 20 touchdowns on the ground. So the Cardinals have had a really strong performance here in the first 3 games, and we're looking forward to tonight's game and to the district schedule. And we all have to remember the mantra of 1 game at a time. You can't look ahead to future opponents, and you sure can't start looking at the playoffs this early in the year. But the Cardinals are on a roll and looking for a long run deep into the playoffs. So the Cardinals are 3-0. A few other teams in the area that we track and keep up with their season record so far. Anna, the Coyotes are 3-0. And the Orange people, the Salina Bobcats, are 3-0. so far this season. However,
they face tonight.
One of them is going to go home with a loss tonight because the purple people are playing the orange people
in the
tonight.
Orange Palace.
And so we'll see. Coyotes and the Bobcats tonight. We'll be tracking that score. South Oak Cliff, the 2-time defending state champion, the team that knocked the Cardinals out a season ago. They're 1-2 so far on the year.
One of those losses was week 1 to Duncanville. So as Coach Nally would say, their coach as well would say they don't want the cupcake theory. So facing the best team in Texas, one of the best teams in all of America, it's a very tough opponent for South Oak Cliff, and I know they're thankful for it as well.
Let's go a little deeper on that subject of scheduling. Sometimes the don't play the cupcakes is an intentional strategy by the coaching staff and the athletic department. And sometimes the no cupcake theory is unintentional because
no one will play them.
Nobody will play you. Those non-district games are scheduled between the 2 head coaches. The UIL sets your district games. The rest of the games, the 2 athletic directors or 2 head coaches have to agree with one another. There are 11 weeks in a regular season in UIL football, and you're allowed to play up to 10 games. You don't have to play that many. You're allowed to play up to 10 games during those 11 weeks. And so if you can't find somebody to agree to play with, play you in those non-district games, you could end up with fewer than 10 games.
Some teams will even choose to play 9 games if that means that they don't have to play a really tough opponent, as Coach Nally has said has happened to him.
So the Cardinals are guaranteed 7 this year and last year, but he had to go out and find 3 opponents that would play him. And this is the 2nd year of a 2-year cycle. The way it works in the UIL is redistricting happens every 2 years. and the UIL will assign you your district opponents, and those games are guaranteed. And then as soon as that is announced, you start trying to negotiate your opponents for the non-district games. Who do you have that will play you? Who are you interested in competing against? Who has an opening in week 1 if you have an opening in week 1, etc. And those agreements are made, and it's almost always a 2-year agreement, home and home. And so if you can't get somebody to play you, your schedule suffers. And so we're talking about South Oak Cliff taking on Duncanville. I bet you both of those teams had trouble getting opponents, and so it's pretty natural that they would end up facing one another.
And on top of that, some teams will commit to playing you and then pull out at the last second, putting them in more limbo. So there's definitely a headache when it comes to scheduling games for the coaches, for sure.
So we just mentioned South Oak Cliff is 1-2 on the year. The Lovejoy Leopards in our district are 2-1 on the year. And so we'll be tracking them as we go along. In fact, in our district, currently, Terrell and Melissa finished the non-district seasons 3-0. Lovejoy, Crandall, tonight's opponent, and Denison are all 2-1. Greenville is 1-2. Mesquite, Poteet, and Princeton are 0-3 after the non-district schedule. So it's really great to be 3-0, but as we'll say again, it doesn't matter a lot in the playoffs. You could argue very logically that it sets you up to make a nice run in the district schedule, and so it matters at that point in time. And of course, it matters to the coaches and players and fans. But as we're trying to figure out or explain the way the playoff system works here in UIL football, this is what matters most. The district games starting tonight. You are listening to the Melissa Cardinals Network. This is Trey Graham and Ross Graham, along with John Graham here at Pirate Stadium in Crandall, Texas. We are so glad you are joining us. Remember, our email address is mcnr@melissaisd.org, mcnr@melissaisd.org. We'd love to hear from you. Tell us where you are watching or listening from. You just might win the Long Distance Listener Award. And last week's winner was a pretty strong candidate coming all the way from Zimbabwe in Africa. So tell us where you are joining us from tonight. We would love to hear from you. Ross, go ahead and describe for the folks that are listening, especially on the radio side, give them a picture, a visual description of what Pirate Stadium looks like.
Yeah, so we're actually sitting on the away side, which is unusual for us because the Centerfield logo is backwards for us. It's reversed, so, and the referee will be facing the opposite direction as us. So we're on the away side. There's about 1,300 seats, I believe, in the away side, probably about double that on the home side. Both sides are split up into 3 sections. There's a middle section and 2 outer sections of seating that are completely separated. You have to go down and out to get up to them. It's kind of like, I believe Aubrey Stadium looks like that, if people have been to Aubrey Stadium. The Pirates press box, it is air conditioning. I wasn't there, it is air conditioned. But it's about
the one we're not in?
The one that we're not in, yes. Okay. I wasn't there briefly.
Okay.
It's about the size of the old Melissa one, like we said. The difference between this one and China Spring is the China Spring roof is not fully accessible. Only a small portion of it is, so that's where their film cameras are. So it's a smaller roof proportion than ours, but overall, this is very similar to the China Spring game. Also, I believe as as Crandall is inflating their tunnel, it's going to be very close because I believe they might have the exact same design as us in the tunnel went through. It looks very similar in a lot of ways. So we'll see how that works out. But overall, this Crandall Stadium is a lot like Cardinal Stadium. Small town school looking. As we were driving up, it felt like a smaller, older town. A very strong community feel. There's a lot of Crandall fans already here. It's a really exciting thing to see. But overall, it's a very warm atmosphere, very community-full atmosphere. And I believe both bands will be on the end zone again, standing up. So it'll be a great Friday night feel, a very community feel, a very, very good night for football.
The teams have left the field. They are in the locker room. The Crandall Pirates are setting up their run-through tunnel as we speak. We told you they are black and gold, and they've got a big C, gold C, at the center of the artificial surface with the black outline of the state of Texas. And the Crandall Pirates are the host tonight, and the Crandall Band is setting up in their end zone. They'll be performing tonight along with the Mighty Cardinal Band. Have we seen the arrival of the Mighty Cardinal Band yet? I have not seen the Mighty Cardinal Band yet.
I have not. I think I've seen their trailers though. Actually, there's band members coming into the stadium as we speak.
Yes, we're going to introduce the arrival of the Mighty Cardinal Band. The traffic wasn't easy, and we left early today, so I'm sure the band had some joyful traveling with those big trucks making their way on the drive. So the Crandall Band is set up in the south end zone, and they are getting ready to perform tonight. Cardinal fans are making their way in. As we said, we are set up outside today in the bleachers on the visitor side here at Pirate Stadium. I'll say again, our email address, mcnr@melissaisd.org, mcnr@melissaisd.org. Would love to hear from you. Tell us where you are watching or listening from, and tell us who your favorite Cardinals are. The district schedule for all of our district gets underway tonight. Remember, there are 8 teams in our district, so there will be 4 games tonight, and we'll be tracking the scores of all of those as we go along. Mesquite Poteet plays at Princeton. Lovejoy at Terrell. Greenville at Denison. Those are the other 3 games tonight. Mesquite Poteet at Princeton, Lovejoy and Terrell. Greenville at Denison. We'll be tracking those scores as we start filling out our district brackets. We'll also be following up with the Parish Episcopal. It's a private school out of Dallas playing against South Oak Cliff tonight. We'll be tracking that score, the Anna and Salina score. And so lots of action going on.
Who is Argyle facing tonight? Did you say them?
I did not say them, but I will look for you. The America's team, Army Black Knights, are in action. In fact, they're in action right now in the great state of Texas. Army Black Knights playing at UTSA, the Roadrunners, down in the Alamo Dome.
Maybe we'll have a listener from that stadium.
That's possible. We should. I mean, there should be Army fans and Melissa fans. And remember, when you're talking about Army playing UTSA, the head coach of UTSA, his name is Jeff Traylor, and he used to be the head football coach of the Gilmer Buckeyes. So Melissa has played against Coach Traylor many times in high school football, and now the Army Black Knights are playing against UTSA and Coach Traylor right now down in San Antonio. And UTSA has become very, very active on the recruiting trail, including giving a lot of attention to Cardinal players. So there could end up being a Melissa to San Antonio pipeline along the way. Coach Traylor's really building a nice program down there with the UTSA Roadrunners. You are listening to the Melissa Cardinals Network. Trey Graham, Ross Graham, John Graham joining you here in Crandall, Texas, as our pregame activities continue. The Crandall drill team and inflatable tunnel is ready for the home team to enter. The Cardinals inflatable tunnel is not yet set up. Our officials are out on the field and ready to go. Our referee tonight is Guy Redfern. The umpire is Brian Davis. The head linesman is Jeff Tokar. Line judge is Kayron Bernstein. Field judge is Aaron Bernstein. Back judge is Craig Chambers, and the side judge is Caleb Buckley. That is the crew tonight under the leadership of the referee, Guy Redfern. Of course, your Melissa Cardinals are led by head coach Matt Nally in his 5th year as the head football coach for your Cardinals. The Crandall Pirates are led by their head football coach and athletic director, Kyle Harden. Their offensive coordinator is Kevin Brewer. And their defensive coordinator is Darrell Lewis. And there are a couple of stats from last week's Crandall game that Ross is going to mention. And I'll remind you, this game was stopped early. The game was called in the third quarter due to the lightning delay, and yet there was one player especially with a tremendous game last week.
Yes, sir. Number 1 for the Crandall Pirates, defensive back Kendrick Jones. He's a senior. He finished the game last week against Jacksonville with 7 tackles, 4 pass breakups, 1 forced fumble, 3 interceptions, and one of those interceptions being a pick 6. So that's a I don't know. I mean, I think that checks all the boxes on the defensive stat
Tackles,
line.
sacks, forced fumbles,
Pass breakups, interceptions, pick 6.
Wow. And all that in less than 48 minutes.
Less than 48 minutes. And on top of that, Mr. Jones, last year, he had a very large amount. He had several blocked kicks. That's not something you see often. You might see 1 or 2 a season, but one player, Mr. Jones, he had 6 blocked kicks last year alone. One player, the Crandall Pirates, he had 6 blocked kicks duration of last season.
That's a special teams focus for the Cardinals. Will have to be tonight. You asked about the Argyle Eagles. They're playing Montgomery Bears tonight at Bear Stadium. Welcome to the Melissa Cardinals Network. This is Trey Graham, Ross Graham, and John Graham joining you from Crandall, Texas, as your Melissa Cardinals are about to get underway in the district schedule tonight. We've been walking you through our pregame show. We're so glad to have you here tonight, joining us both on the Mixler radio app and through our video stream with our friends at Game On Sports. We know there have been some internet issues all the way around, and we're working through all of those things, but we are so glad you are joining us tonight here in Crandall, Texas, as the 3-0 Cardinals take on the 2-1 Pirates. You see the Crandall Pirate High School band there on the field, artificial surface here at Pirate Stadium. The run-through tunnels are ready to go for both teams. The cheerleaders and drill teams are set up for their entrances, and the teams will be coming out of the locker room for the opening kickoff in just a few moments. One more note on that Anna and Salina game. This is something you couldn't have said very many times in the history of those two programs who've been playing football together for like 75 years.
Can I guess what it is?
Yep.
Anna's ranked higher?
That's one good one. That's not where I was going.
Okay.
How about the Coyotes are on a 2-game winning streak against the Bobcats?
I wonder if that's ever happened in 75
I would bet
years.
you Gatorade it had not happened before last season. In the regular season, Anna defeated Salina, and then they had a rematch in the playoffs. And the Coyotes, on the way to their 13-1 season, the best season in Anna Coyote football history, Anna defeated Salina again in the playoffs. So Anna's on a 2-game win streak against the Orange people, and we'll see what happens with that tonight. You are joining us here at Pirate Stadium. About 12 minutes to go until the opening kickoff, and we are so glad you are joining us. Remember, our email address is mcnr@melissaisd.org, mcnr@melissaisd.org. Love to hear from you. Trey Graham, Ross Graham, and John Graham joining you. We are sitting on the visitor side in the bleachers here in Crandall, Texas, so you're going to hear the sights and sounds of the PA system. And there's the mighty Cardinal Band making their way in just to the south of us in the next seating section. And you're going to get all of the action tonight for your Cardinals, because we are not in the press box tonight. There is no room in the inn. So we are sitting here at the top level of the visitor stands, and we are so glad you are spending your Friday evening with us. I'll tell you again that email address, mcnr@melissaisd.org, mcnr@melissaisd.org. Would love to hear from you. Tell us where you are watching and listening from, who your favorite Cardinal is, and of course, it's always the right thing to do with a shout out for Go Black Knights, who are in action right now against the UTSA Roadrunners. And setting up right next to us, just to our right, would be Coach Deal, just not that Coach Deal. This would be Coach Deal Jr. setting up just next to us. Colton Deal setting up.
Will Coach Deal Jr. get a stadium as well?
That is an excellent question, and one that in about 50 years we'll ask each other that question. But at this time, there's only one Coach Deal Stadium. Coach Deal Sr., who is down on the visitor sideline last time I saw him a few minutes ago. And Coach Deal Jr. is setting up his camera system for the coaching staff here. And the Melissa coaching staff has to make their home over here on the visitors' bleachers just like we do. Because as I said about the press box here in Crandall, there's no room in the inn. And so everybody's setting up all the way on the fly as we go. The Melissa Cardinals freshman football teams were in action right here on this very field last night. And Melissa has 2 freshman teams. They were both in action in a doubleheader last night against the freshman teams of the Crandall Pirates. And we're happy to report the Cardinals went 2-0 last night. So we had the opportunity to make this drive last night to see some freshman football action, and back here tonight for the varsity action. And so glad you are joining us as we get ready for the opening kickoff. We're about 9-10 minutes away from the action. The Cardinals are 3-0, taking on the Crandall Pirates. And we are glad you are spending this Friday evening with us as we open the district schedule tonight. Coach Colton Deal setting up his stuff next to us. Coach Kenny Deal, the namesake of our home stadium, is down there on the visitor sideline in the south end zone, down there with Paul Anderson.
I talked to him before our broadcast.
Which one?
Kenny Deal. Coach Kenny Deal.
Okay.
And Duke. Duke Sparks is also here. I talked to him as well.
All right.
They were getting out of their truck, and they said they were asking me if our setup's going well, how it's going, and I told them it's very hot, and these Game On people have been here for many more hours than we have, and they've done all the real hard work. But I told them something that we haven't done very many times, especially in the 12 years we were with Coach Kenny Deal.
Yes.
Something different that we didn't think of before whenever we were sitting outside with Salina and other places.
Yes.
And that's bring our own tent.
Yes, we finally, after 16 years of broadcasting, figured out you could bring your own tent. So that's what we are. We are under the tent here.
I think he was a little bit, maybe a little bit upset or jealous. He's like, well, where was it for all those 12 years I was there? But now he has a nice office. So
yeah.
He doesn't need a tent,
yeah,
but he would have liked it whenever it was
his digs are a little better than this
yes.
tent are right now. This tent is right now. All right, you see the run-through tunnel for your Cardinals on the north end zone. That's on the right side of your screen. The Cardinals will be coming through in the white over white over white. As we mentioned earlier, the visiting team, as the District 7 5A Division II schedule gets underway. The sun is setting. The temperature is going to be a nice night tonight. We're thankful it's dry. It's dry for all the fans, but most importantly, it's dry for all this $500 million worth of electronic equipment we've all got sitting around all over the place, thanks to our friends at Game On Sports. And so the Crandall Pirates are coming out of their home locker room. They are wearing black over black over black helmets, jerseys, and pants tonight. And our referee, Guy Redfern, will be getting everything ready to go and inviting the captains to the center of the field for the opening coin toss in just a few moments. It's time to check a few emails from all of our friends coming in. Again, the email address is mcnr@melissaisd.org. Our friends in Victoria, Texas, Leslie and Michael, are checking in as they do every week. And they say, go Cardinals and go Black Knights. So thank you to Leslie and Michael checking in. Shelly Everhart in Florida, cheering on her favorite Cardinal, Carson Maynard. And the Oliver family, Caitlin Oliver, watching in Melissa, Texas. So hello to Caitlin Oliver. All right, we are still working through a bunch of technology issues up here, so we will continue to bring this broadcast to you as we go forward. Thanks again for those who are emailing in. We'll get to some more of your questions and comments on the email stream here in just a few minutes. About 5 minutes to go until opening kickoff tonight. You are watching the Melissa Cardinals Network here on Game On Sports and the Melissa ISD website and our radio app called Mixler. We have folks joining us on both sides of our broadcast tonight, and we're so glad for that. The Cardinals are sending their captains out on the field right now. For your Cardinals, the captains tonight, that will be Gunnar Wilson, senior number 7. Owen Hollenbeck, junior number 78. Trevor Ham, senior number 5. And Nigel Smith, senior number 2. And Nigel Smith had a big night a week ago when he announced his commitment to go play Boomer Sooner, to go out to the University of Oklahoma to play football next season. So congratulations to Nigel and the Smith family. The Cardinal fans are making their way out to the center of the field. For the Pirates, number 12, Josh Smith. Number 13, Treston Cifuentes. Number 24, Andre Moreland. And number 25, Jacob Navarro. Those are the captains for the home team tonight. Having a chat at this moment with Guy Redfern, our referee. And the teams are shaking their hands as the Cardinals team enters the field through their run-through tunnel. And the Fred Lewis sign leading the way. It's time to go to work. And you can hear the mighty Cardinal band next to us. I told you you're going to hit the lots of outside sound tonight because we are outside in the bleachers about 20 feet away from the mighty Cardinal band. The referees are having their discussion in the coin toss. And Mr. Redfern tells us that the Cardinals have won the coin toss, chosen to defer until the second half. So the choice will be with the Crandall Pirates here in the first half. And with their choice, the Crandall Pirates have chosen to receive the football. They will be going left to right on your radio dial. They'll be defending the south end zone. And so the Cardinals will have the choice in the second half, having deferred until that time. It is almost time for the national anthem here in the stadium. You are joining us on the Melissa Cardinals Network from Pirate Stadium in Crandall, Texas. The Cardinals are on the home sideline, and the Crandall captains have made their way back to the north end zone so that the Crandall Pirate team can make their entrance onto the field. And then it will be the time for our national anthem. And there's the home team entering the field as we speak. The black and red Cardinals with white over white tonight. The black and gold Pirates with the black jerseys over black pants.
Scores in for the touchdown. He's all the way out to midfield. Bo Lilly is going to take this one down to
Welcome to Melissa Cardinals football. You are joining us in Crandall, Texas, as your Melissa Cardinals go on the road to take on the Crandall Pirates. We've had a wonderful pregame show, and we're glad to bring you the opening kickoff tonight as your undefeated Cardinals are taking on the home team, Crandall Pirates, tonight as the district schedule gets underway. Well done by the Crandall High School band in the performance of the national anthem, and now it's time for football. This is Trey Graham, Ross Graham, and John Graham joining you from the visitor bleachers here in Crandall, Texas, because there's no room in the inn. And we are under the tent and in the elements, and you're going to hear the wind and the band and the fans and the cowbells and everything as you go forward with us tonight. But we are so glad you are joining us. Ross Graham, set the scene. We're getting ready for football.
Yes, it's a great night. The weather's very nice. It's no wind at all. The flags on the goalposts are not moving at all. It's a calm night. The temperature is very nice. It's not cold. It's not hot. It's a great night for football. Crandall's going to come out here. They're going to play hard. They're going to be fast. It's going to be physical. But the Cardinals should match up against all of the Crandall attacks that they have, and the Cardinals should take care of this win easily.
Well, there's your pregame prediction by Ross Graham. The Cardinals won the opening coin toss. They chose to defer till the second half, so the Cardinals will kick the football off. And putting the ball on the tee for the Cardinals is their kicker, number 80, junior Nicholas Hernandez. And the Cardinals are defending the north end zone. They're going to go right to left on your radio dial, and the Crandall Pirates are going to get the football first. And they send their kickoff return unit onto the field for Coach Kyle Harden and the home team Pirates. Hernandez has the ball. It's going to be kicked deep, and it's going to be kicked into the end zone. No return. It'll come out to the 25-yard line for a touchback. And Coach Nate Hemsley sends out his 3-4 defensive alignment. And the starters tonight for the Cardinals are?
At the defensive line, it's going to be Nigel Smith, Hayden Solomon, and DK Abrams. The linebackers will be Micah Finan, Grayson Donahoe, Miles O'Neill, and Gunnar Wilson. And then the defensive backs will be Rocky Dunn, Jake Patusik, Christian Turner, and Jared Patusik.
Coach Nate Hemsley sends his defense out with those starters, and Crandall will take over starting at their own 25-yard line. After the touchback, their offense is going to be run by number 4, junior quarterback Gage Wickersham, who's going to throw it left on his first attempt, and it's going to be in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Will Banks. Incomplete pass, going to bring up 2nd down and 10, just underway. 12 minutes of action every quarter here in Texas high school football. No score. Your Cardinals on defense, and it's 2nd down 10 Pirates. Trips left from their own 25-yard line. Hand the ball off for the first run of the game for the Pirates, and they're going to pick up a single yard on the play.
He's going to run right into the hands of Hayden Solomon and Nigel Smith at the defensive line spot. No gain on the play. Or maybe gave him a yard. Or
single yard on that gain, so it's going to be 3rd down, about 8.5 on the first drive of the game. Trips left. And again, you got the band right next door, so you're going to be hearing them all night. And they're going to throw it over the middle of the field, an incomplete pass. That was Wickersham going for Will Banks again, incomplete. And the Cardinals are going to force a 3-and-out. And looks like the Pirates are going to have to punt the football away. Coach Harden sends in his punt team, and that means Lincoln Dunn will be back as the punt returner for the Cardinals. He was our offensive player of the week last week in the victory over Royce City. And we are so glad you are joining us as the Cardinals defense gets a stop here. It's a low snap, and the rush is not on, so the punt is away, and Dunn will take it on the bounce at his own 31-yard line. Going right, gets a good block, and it'll be taken down near the 35-yard line. The Cardinals offense will come out, and Jason Russell is the offensive coordinator calling the plays tonight, and our offensive starters.
Quarterback Trevor Ham, as always. Nate Adejokin at the running back spot. Tight end Jackson Ford, Carson Maynard, Lincoln Dunn, and Cody Scanlon at the wide receiver spot. And the offensive line from left to right will be Ryder Slayton, Jake Brown, DeMondre Tasby, Owen Hollenbeck, and Grayson Spann.
1st down and 10 from the 35-yard line. 4 receivers left in a bunch. Ham looks to his left, throws it out to Lincoln Dunn, complete. He has a bevy of blockers ahead of him, and he's going to get a first down on the first play of the game. Pushed out of bounds just near the midfield stripe, and it's going to be first down Cardinals at the 50-yard line, right on the big Crandall C logo. Now it's trips left with a wing left, throw it left again, this time caught by Carson Maynard. Makes a man miss, and he'll pick up about 7 on the throw and catch. Cardinals come out through the air. Second down 3, 1 minute into the game, no score. Ball's on the left hash, 2 receivers to the short side. Ham takes the snap and gives it to Adejokin, his first carry of the ball game, and he's going to have a first down, picks up about 8 on the play. Spot the ball at the 35-yard line. Cardinals offense in a hurry, trying to put the first points on the board tonight. Again, Twins left to the short side. Ham looks that way, has Maynard open on a post route into the end zone. It's going to be caught. Touchdown Cardinals. 35 yards out. Trevor Ham to Carson Maynard. And touchdown Cardinals. And the man who just caught the touchdown will now become your holder for the PAT attempt out of the swinging gate play. Cardinals will set up for the PAT. And junior number 36, Sham McGregor, will be on for the PAT attempt. Cardinals lead 6-0. Snap is back, the kick is up, and it is good. A minute and a half into the game, Cardinals take the first drive, go 65 yards, and it was a touchdown pass from Ham to Maynard. And touchdown Cardinals, they lead 7-0.
And that extra point is brought to us by Hollis Creek Texas-style barbecue, as always.
There's the replay. Nice throw and catch from Ham to Maynard. And you get to see it one more time. We do want to thank a lot of our great sponsors tonight.
And discover the difference that comes from a financial partner committed to building better tomorrows. Management. I'm Scott Birmingham, Senior Vice President with Baird Private Wealth. As a provider of trusted financial services for the past 28 years, I'm committed to making the future brighter for my clients and for our community. That's why I support local organizations like the Melissa Booster Club and the Melissa Cardinals, because I care about Melissa. Discover the Baird Difference at BairdDifference.com.
Thank you to all of our great sponsors. We'll be bringing them to you throughout the game. With a 7-0 lead, the Cardinals will kick off for the second time tonight. And Hernandez, the kicker, will put the ball on the tee again at his own 40-yard line. Cardinals forced a 3-and-out last time on defense. And let's see what happens here. Another deep kick. This will be taken by the Pirates at the 5-yard line. Come up the right hash at the 15, turns the corner at the 20, hurdles a man, and will be taken down just short of the 30-yard line. First down Pirates on their second drive of the game. That was Kaysen Ray, their talented running back, who was the kickoff returner. Lots more emails coming in. mcnr@melissaisd.org. mcnr@melissaisd.org. And we'll get to those as we go along. Second drive of the night for the Pirates. They're down 7-0. They've got first and 10 at their own 29-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 right for Wickersham in the shotgun. And he's going to hand the ball off to Anderson going left. And he's able to turn the corner, and he's going to have a nice gain and a first down for the Pirates out to the 46-yard line. Gain of 17 on that run. Cardinals lost contain, and nice first down for the Pirates.
Tackled by Landon Brando at the safety spot there.
Hand the ball off on first and 10. And the ball's on the ground. The Cardinals jump on it, and the officials need to make a call. And the Cardinals think they have it, and now our referee tells us Cardinals football. Cardinals forced a 3-and-out on their first drive, and they forced a fumble on the second drive, and Melissa will take over in great field position on offense in plus territory at the 48-yard line.
That replay is brought to us by LaCour Family Foundation. As we'll see in this first quarter, the LaCour Family Foundation, a great sponsor of the Melissa Cardinals. And now the Cardinals get a chance to take over already in Crandall, the Crandall side of the 50.
Spot the ball at the 48. Second drive of the game for your Cardinals offense. 2 receivers left, a wing back right and a split end to the right. Shotgun and fake it to Adejokin. Ham straight drop back, has a lot of time. Now he's going to roll to his left and throw it to his intended receiver. That was Scanlon, who could not bring it in. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd down and 10. Nice footwork by Ham. Nice throw, just couldn't quite bring it in.
Jacob Nye has now come in to play wide receiver as well.
9:52 to go in the first quarter. Cardinals lead 7-0. Trips left with a bunch formation. And they're going to throw it out to Maynard, who has a touchdown catch. He makes this catch, and he'll take it for about 9.
And they're going to give him a first down.
They are going to give him the nice spot. They're going to give him a 10-yard gain and a first down at the 38. Here's a quick replay. Throw it out there to the left flats to Maynard. And a good downfield block by Lincoln Dunn. First down, Cardinals. Give it to Adejokin on this play. He makes a man miss, and he's going to take it to the 31-yard line. Pickup of 7 for Adejokin, who came into tonight's game with 468 yards rushing in 3 games. Here's a 2nd down and 3. Ham has time, looks right, throws right, and it's going to be an intended pass for Nye, incomplete. Ball was a bit wide there. It brings up 3rd down and 3.5 to go for your Cardinals.
Cody Scanlon's going to come back in the game at the wide receiver.
Cardinals no huddle. 2 receivers left, 1 right. 3rd down. Ham's going to give it to Adejokin over the right side, and he is going to be short of the sticks. It's 4th and 2 coming up for your Cardinals. And here comes the jumbo package. Field goal from here would be about 46, 47 yards. Coach Nally says on 4th down and 1.5 yards, we're going for the offense. They're going to set up in a sort of a huddle, the straight line huddle. Watch what's going to happen. They're going to break and sprint to the line and snap the football. Here you go. Ready? Hand the ball off to Peanut, DK Abram, who falls forward. And that was a good push by the Crandall defensive line. And Crandall stops the Cardinals. They are unsuccessful on that 4th down conversion attempt. The ball goes over on downs. So Crandall is not damaged by their turnover with the lost fumble, because they force a turnover on downs. And Crandall offense will take over, trailing by 7 points. 8.5 minutes to go first quarter. Crandall down by 7. Quarterback Wickersham leads the offense onto the field. Shotgun. Fake the handoff, throw it out to the right side to Will Banks, his favorite receiver, and he's going to have a first down at the 40-yard line. You will see a twins to one side for Crandall and a split end to the other side all night long. That's what they do again here, and they run this football right into the arms of Nigel Smith, and then they push the pile, and they're going to give him about 3 yards of forward progress.
Hayden Solomon also in that tackle at the nose guard position.
We'll give him 2 officially at the 42. So again, 2 receivers to one side, a split end to the opposite side. That's what Crandall runs. You see that. And a wing back out of the shotgun. Wickersham changing the play here on 2nd down and 8. Give the ball, and they're going to have a positive gain. This is Ray on the carry. Going to bring up 3rd down for the Crandall offense. 3rd down and 3.
Gunnar Wilson on that tackle with Nigel Smith and Hayden Solomon as well.
3rd down, 3. Here comes the man in motion. The Cardinals jump. The officials call the play dead. The Cardinals think the offensive line for the Pirates caused that movement. So our referee, Mr. Redfern, the man in the white hat. There he is having a chat. And remember, he faces the home side. That's away from us. So he's going to say dead ball foul. Legal procedure against the Pirates, which will back them up from 3rd and 3 to 3rd and 8. And Cardinal band is pretty active next to us, as you can hear. Here comes 3rd down and 8 after the penalty. And Wickersham looks to the far sideline, the home sideline, to Coach Harden for the play call.
We spoke a lot about what the Cardinals improved on the past 3 weeks. A lot of that's been penalties. Last week they only had 4 penalties, a significant improvement over the first 2 weeks.
That is correct. Here's a 3rd and 8 play. Fake the handoff, throw it left side, have a man open. It's going to be caught, and tough run, and going to be a 1st down for the Pirates.
Christian Turner on that coverage, as well as Rocky Dunn.
Actually, they're going to spot it, yes, indeed, at the Cardinal 48 now for a new set of downs for the Pirates. Crandall quickly to the line of scrimmage. Fake the handoff. Wickersham's going to throw it deep down the left sideline, has a man with a step, drops it in the bucket, and the ball comes out. Nice throw. Receiver couldn't bring it in. That was a nice attempt for the Pirates. That was intended for Josh Smith, one of their captains. Receiver number 12. It was a good throw. Couldn't quite bring it in. Incomplete pass makes it 2nd down and 10.
Josh Smith is 6'5", so he's a very tall receiver, very quick. He's going to go play at the University of Tulsa next year. So he's a 3-star receiver for the Crandall Pirates. You'll see a lot of tonight.
2nd down, 10. Throw it out to the left side. It's going to be caught. And getting a step and catch is Logan Wilbanks, who has another Pirate 1st down. So the Pirates have their best offensive drive of the night as we approach the halfway mark of the 1st quarter. Cardinals lead by 7. Pirates trying to tie it up, hand the ball off, going left. That is Anderson on the carry. And it's going to bring up 2nd down for the Pirates.
That's going to be Jacob Wasserman and Gunnar Wilson on that tackle.
About 5 on that carry. Spot the ball at the 30 of the Cardinals. And they're going to throw it out to the right side. It's going to be complete, and it's going to be another 1st down for the Pirates. That was Wilbanks on the catch.
Jared Petusik on the tackle for the Cardinals at the corner, the near side corner spot to us.
Spotted at the Melissa 20-yard line. And we're going to have a Cardinal defensive timeout, which allows us to thank another one of our great sponsors.
Looking for a beautiful RV park getaway? Hidden Grove RV Resort, located in Honey Grove, Texas, just off Highway 82 between Bonham and Paris, and minutes from the new Bodark Lake, offers fishing, camping, and boating in the middle of a pristine Texas countryside. All of our RV sites offer full hookups with 20, 30, 50 amps and concrete pads with your choice of back-in or pull-through sites. With our amenities, you will not need to go anywhere else. We can refill or exchange your propane tanks. Our convenient stores provides for your necessities with plenty of snacks and ice cream to treat yourself and your family. After exploring our hiking trails, you can relax by our resort-style pool or get some work done with our Wi-Fi. We also offer a laundry room, restrooms, and showers. Check us out at hiddengroveresort.com or follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Go Cardinals!
Thank you to all of our great sponsors. We come back after the timeout. It is going to be 1st down and 10 Pirates at the Cardinal 20-yard line. Coach Nally called a defensive timeout to reset everybody. Here comes the Pirates. And on that 1st down play, they're going to hand the ball off and go for about 1-yard gain. And the carry there by Kason Ray.
And Micah Finan was the first Cardinal there to make contact on Ray.
2nd down, 9 coming up quickly to the line of scrimmage. And fake it, handoff, throw it out to the right side. It's going to be caught by Michael Collins. And it's going to be pushed out of bounds. 3rd down coming up for the Pirates. 3rd and about 5 yards to go from the 15-yard line. They are in field goal position here. And they're going to attempt to throw the ball out into the left flats. It's going to be caught, and that was a nice open field tackle by Rocky Dunn. And he's going to stop them just short of the sticks. Nope, they're going to give him a first down. First down, Pirates. He just got to the 10-yard line, and it will be first and goal from the 10 for the Pirates. Halfway through this first quarter, fake the handoff, throw it into the end zone over the head of everybody. Incomplete pass. That was intended for the big receiver Smith. Again, incomplete. And coverage there by Christian Turner of the Cardinals.
That was a great job by Turner. He's going to have a challenge tonight. He's probably 4 or 5 inches shorter than Smith, so he's going to have his work cut out for him, but he's a very good defensive back, so I have no doubt he'll be able to play excellent coverage tonight.
Here comes a second down and goal from the 10. Running the ball are the Pirates, and they go nowhere on the play.
Right into the hands of Nigel Smith on that play, as well as Miles O'Neal.
Miles O'Neal got the start tonight on the Nate Hemsley defense. Field goal from here would be around 27 yards. Very, very little wind to speak of. Let's see what the Cardinals can do on defense. Third and goal, Pirates from the 10-yard line. They're going to pump fake. They're going to throw another one. Fade into the end zone. It's going to be caught. And touchdown, Pirates. They get on the scoreboard. Nice throw, nice catch there by Logan Wilbanks, number 3 for the Pirates. And our score is 7-6. And Pirates set up in a very, very wide swinging gate, and then they're going to come out in a regular PAT formation. Wickersham, the quarterback, is the holder. With 4:56 to go in the first quarter. Here comes the PAT attempt. It is up and good. And our score is 7-7. Cardinals have a touchdown pass from Ham to Maynard, and now the Pirates have a touchdown pass from Wickersham to Wilbanks. We're going to go ahead and thank another one of our great sponsors here on the Melissa Cardinals Network.
Redden Concrete is a longtime proud supporter of Melissa ISD. Located right here in Melissa, Texas, Redden Concrete can service any of your commercial concrete needs. Serving DFW since 2012. Call us today for all of your commercial concrete needs, 972-547-6100, or visit our website at www.reddenconcrete.com. That's 972-547-6100. Let's go Cardinals.
Checking scores around the area. Anna leads Salina 7-0. Late first quarter in Salina. Greenville and Denison tied 14-all, middle of the first quarter. Lovejoy 7, Terrell 0, late first quarter. Poteet and Princeton tied at 7, middle of the first quarter. We are tied at 7, middle of the first quarter, as the Crandall Pirates have a touchdown, and now they will kick the ball off. And this kick will be taken short by the Cardinals, straight up the left hash. They're going to get great field position near the 40-yard line. On the return for the Cardinals was Connor Betts. Ryan Williams is the place kicker for the Pirates. He made that PAT, and then they chose to kick off short. Betts gave him good field position, and the Cardinals will come out on offense. For the third time tonight, they have a touchdown and a failed fourth down attempt on their 2 drives. Trevor Ham has thrown for 742 yards and 10 touchdowns coming in to tonight's game. Jackson Ford goes in motion. They throw it out left to Carson Maynard. Jackson Ford with a downfield block. And it's going to be a gain of 8, second down 2 coming up on the Cardinal 49-yard line, 2nd and 2. And Ham throws it out, caught by Lincoln Dunn, who's going to have a first down into plus territory at the 44-yard line. And the Cardinals have, most of their attack has been through the air tonight. And as soon as I say that, they hand the ball to Nate Atajokin, who will pick up 6 yards on the carry.
The strength of this Crandall Pirates defense is in their defensive line, as we saw earlier in the game whenever DK was stopped on that 4th down conversion. So for the Cardinals to be successful on offense tonight, they're going to have to overcome the Crandall Pirates' strong defensive line.
Quickly on 2nd down and 5, throw it out to Lincoln Dunn, who makes a man miss, and he'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the sticks. But the officials are going to have a chat here. And that's
Mr. Guy.
Guy Redfern, our official, is going to have a chat with the line judge.
That guy.
Yeah, our referee's first name is Guy.
That guy.
Yeah, just holding against the Cardinals will wipe off that penalty. So referee Redfern, whose first name is Guy, that's why Ross called him that guy, says holding against the Cardinals, back him up, and we're going to have 2nd down and 13 coming up.
Jacob Nye is going to be at the receiver spot on the trips right for the Cardinals with Lincoln and Carson.
Snap is back to Ham. He's going to drop it off for a screen pass, but it's incomplete. Intended for Nate Adejokin, but it was over his head. There was some pressure on Ham. Basically had to throw it away, and the Cardinals now have a 3rd and long.
We're going to have the same formation again. Jackson Field split left.
Trips right, 3rd down, and Ham looks to his right, throws a crossing route intended for Maynard, incomplete pass. 4th down, and the Cardinals are going to have to send in their punt game.
The Crandall Pirates defense is not one to be taken lightly. They're a very talented team. They finished 3rd in the district last year with their only district losses to the Cardinals and to the Lovejoy Leopards. So they're a very good team. They will pose a good challenge, especially on the defensive side for the Cardinals. So the Cardinals will have to stay poised and stay true to their game to score points against this Pirates defense.
The punt from DK Abrams, known as Peanut, will take a good Cardinal bounce and will be downed at the 11-yard line. So the Pirates will have the football in a tie game with a long field ahead of them. You are listening to and watching the Melissa Cardinals Network. This is Trey Graham and Ross Graham and John Graham on the Melissa Cardinals Network. With 3:50 to go in the first quarter, Cardinals 7, Crandall Pirates 7. After the Cardinals punt, they will bring their defense out on the field at the 11-yard line. The Pirates will throw it out on the right side, but it's a ground ball, incomplete pass, bringing up 2nd down and 10.
That was intended for Crandall receiver Jeremiah Douglas. Too low for him to catch.
Here comes the 2nd down and 10 play. And they're going to hand the ball off going left, have a seam, and they'll take it all the way to the 19-yard line. We'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
That stop was made by the safety, Jake Patusik, the leader of that defensive back group.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage, Wickersham in the shotgun. And the Cardinals are going to show blitz. They throw it. There's a flag down. They throw it deep. It's going to be an incomplete pass. And we'll wait for the officials to sort out the yellow hanky.
The Pirates have had trouble tonight. They tried to send a man in motion, but then they snapped the ball while the man in motion is right and even with the quarterback. So far on 2 plays when they've tried that tonight, they've been unsuccessful. It's a formation you don't see very often, especially in high school football, but it's been a challenge for both sides of the ball trying to sort that out. This penalty could easily go against either team.
All right, our referee, Mr. Redfern, is going to tell us it is offsides against the Cardinals defense. And on 3rd down and short, the 5-yard penalty will give the Pirates a 1st down, and they'll spot it at their 24-yard line. 3:18 to go in a tie first quarter. Snap the ball back. They're going to throw the football. Pressure's coming. They throw it into traffic. It's going to be completed for a first down. And the ball, Coach Nally is in the middle of the field saying that ball hit the turf. Ross Graham's also saying it hit the turf. And our replay says it hit the turf. However, there's no replay in high school football, so they're going to count that as a completed pass. And then on that first down run, they will gain about 4 yards on the carry. There is a flag on the play now. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw it at home. Our replay showed that at the last moment, the Cardinals D stripped the football, and that was an incomplete pass, but officials didn't see it. And on this penalty, we're going to have an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty called against the Cardinals. So that will be a 15-yard personal foul penalty and an automatic first down for the Pirates, who are now putting together a good drive due in large part to the penalty flags against the Cardinals D.
That is the thing about UIL football. There are no instant replays except for the state championship game, so some calls will go missed, but that's just the nature of the game. But of course, they're doing the best that they could possibly do, as we would be in their position as well.
First down, 10, Pirates at the 45. They're going to pump fake and throw the football deep down the left sideline into double coverage, incomplete pass, and over the head of everybody. He's going to bring up second down and 10.
That was another great coverage by Christian Turner on the elite receiver Josh Smith. That was very clean coverage, and the ball is just too high for Smith to take in. It'll be second down and 10. And Jason Ananobi has checked into the outside linebacker spot, and Jacob Wasserman and Alex Ruiz are at D-line right now.
Second down, 10. The Pirates run the football, going right, able to turn the corner, breaking away, going to have a first down and more. Nice run there for the Pirates by Andrew Anderson. He's going to get a new set of downs for Crandall. They are looking for their first lead of the night. Ball will be spotted at the Cardinal 29 for a first down and 10. They're going to pump fake, throw it out over the head of everybody, incomplete pass. Second down, 10 coming up.
Big hit there by Gunnar Wilson.
Logan Diamore, defensive lineman number 94, checks into the game. Coach Matt Nally, let's call him demonstrative right now on this defensive drive. Here's a second down, 10 play. Two receivers left, one right. They're going to run the football right and run into the arms of Jacob Wasserman.
As well as Micah Finan on that play.
Third down, 7 coming up for the Cardinals D.
This is a big third down for the Cardinals. You don't want the Pirates to go up 7 points.
Again, two receivers to one side. They send a motion man, and there's a flag on the play. They throw it deep into the right side, incomplete pass. And as Ross said before, when they send a motion man, it causes their own offensive line to jump, is what it appears from us, thanks to the LaCour Family Foundation. We'll see now.
We did jump on that play.
Yeah, that was looks like the defense made the move there. And so we've had a lot of yellow hankies here in the first quarter.
But that odd motion where he kind of just stops right in front of the center, it's throwing everybody off on both sides of the ball.
Two minutes to go in the opening stanza, tie ball game. And our referee still deliberating and now tells us, well,
still deliberating.
Offsides against the Cardinal defense. So that was a 3rd and 7. That's going to make it 3rd down and 2. And the Cardinal fans sitting next to us do not agree, as you can see. Third down for the Cardinals. Defense trying to get a stop here. Field goal would be about 40 yards from this spot, maybe 39. Let's see what Coach Harden chooses to do for the Pirates. They're going to run the football, make a man miss in the hole, getting a first down. Nice run for the Pirates, and it's going to be a new set of downs for Crandall. And the 2-minute mark here of the first quarter. Here's another replay. And as they say, didn't get to contain on the outside, and having to chase him down from behind was Jake Patusik. And it's going to be first down, but we have another yellow hanky and another referee deliberation.
This one should be coming back against the Pirates. This will likely be a hold against the Pirates as they were trying to get contain on that, or trying to break contain on that right side of.
All right, Mr. Redfern tells us that he agrees with Ross Graham. It is holding against the Crandall offense. So that will back the football up. The umpire will walk 10 yards in the southerly direction and spot the football at the 29 of the Cardinals. Here's a replay showing there's a hold when you grab a jersey and throw him to the ground. Third down 11 coming up for the Crandall offense. Noisemakers in the stands next to us. Not the people, the little loud things. Here we go, 3rd and 11. The Pirates are going to throw the football. They have pressure from Nigel Smith, throws it late, and it's going to be incomplete pass. Mr. Wickersham, the quarterback, could hear the feet coming of Nigel Smith. Had to get that one away. Incomplete pass. 4th and 11, and we've got another yellow hanky on the field. We're not going to get through this game very quickly if we have a flag on every single play. So let's see what this one's going to be about.
The Pirates initially sent out their kicker on that play, so it looks like we were going to get a field goal after that incomplete pass, but we'll see what happens now after the penalty.
And our referee still deliberating. Army Black Knights in action. They're winning right now. The good guys over the UTSA Roadrunners. I mean, we like the Roadrunners, just not the Black Knights or anything. So go Black Knights. Army in action tonight. Down there in the Alamo Dome. You can see we're watching Melissa football and Army football at the same time tonight. All right, our referee now tells us a dead ball foul, personal foul against the Cardinals defense, which will be an automatic first down. So the Cardinals got to stop. They were going to force a 4th and long, but a personal foul against the Cardinals defense will give Pirates new life. First down 10 at the 18-yard line. Cardinals D trying to keep this a tie game. Wickersham runs the football going right, and that is Anderson on the carry. And he takes it to the 10-yard line, gain of 8, 2nd and 2. And the Pirates are quickly to the line of scrimmage. Cardinals doing some substitutions. And on 2nd and 2, they hand the ball. They're going to have a first down, and it's going to be 1st and goal. 90 seconds to go in the quarter, and Anderson's running tough for the Pirates. 1st and goal from the 1.5-yard line. Give it to Anderson again. He dives to the stripe, and he's going to be stopped just short. We'll bring up 2nd and goal, Pirates, looking for their first lead tonight in a slow-moving first quarter.
Big hit by Grayson Donahoe and Jake Patusik on that stop. Stopping just before the goal line.
2nd and 2 feet. And they're going to give it to Anderson again, and there's Gunnar Wilson chasing him down from behind to stop him short of the alumni stripe, and it's going to be 3rd and goal.
This is a big third down for the Cardinals.
You've got to assume this is 4-down territory for Coach Harden and the Pirates.
2 plays, 2 feet.
2 plays, 2 feet. That's exactly what the offense is trying to do here. Here comes 3rd and goal. Maybe quarterback draw. They're going to give it to Anderson again, and he dives forward for a Pirate touchdown. So the Pirates will take their first lead in the final minute of the first quarter, and the home team is leading 13-7. This is the Melissa Cardinals Network in partnership with our friends at Game On Sports. And the Pirates will come in for a PAT attempt with 33 seconds to go in the first quarter. Ryan Williams is the kicker, Wickersham the holder. And this kick is up and good, and the Pirates have a 14-7 lead as we play here late in the first quarter in Crandall, Texas.
Hey, Melissa Cardinals fans. Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Look no further than the Dugout Sports Grill located at the Z-Plex in Melissa, right next to Coach Kennedale Stadium. We've got new management and a new menu at the one and only sports bar in town. Catch all the action on one of our 16 TV screens while savoring mouth-watering burgers, wings, tacos, brisket, amazing appetizers and desserts, ice-cold beer, and much, much more. Whether you're looking to cheer on our Melissa Cardinals or your favorite college or pro team, we've got you covered. Bring your friends, bring your family, and bring your game face. Visit us today at the Dugout Sports Grill and elevate your sports night out with amazing food and drink. Your victory celebration starts here. Check out dugoutsportsgrill.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
And join us every Monday evening at 5:30 p.m. at the Dugout Sports Grill. That's where we film the weekly program known as the Cardinal Scoreboard Show. Coach Matt Nally and me. You can join us along with our players of the week. And then make sure you subscribe to Melissa ISD on YouTube so you can watch every episode of the Cardinal Scoreboard Show. With a 14-7 lead, the Pirates will be kicking the football off. Williams puts it on his tee. It's going to be a short kick taken by the Cardinals at the 31-yard line, coming straight up the right hash. And that was Betts again as the up back. Cardinals offense will come out here trailing 7 points. Thanks to those who are emailing in tonight, mcnr@melissaisd.org, mcnr@melissaisd.org. We love to hear from you. Tell us where you are watching or listening from tonight. We would love to hear from you. First down and 10 Cardinals at their own 41-yard line. Ham takes the snap, gives it to Adejokin, who runs into the back of Jackson Ford, and he'll move the pile about 2 yards on that play. Told you that lots of folks are already checking in on the email. We love to hear from you. Adam Maccabee checking in from Melissa, Texas. And Kevin Ware joining us from Mississippi, cheering on Nate Adejokin, who runs the football right now on cue, and he takes it forward for a big first down, past the 50 and the 40, past the 30, all the way down to the 25-yard line. That is 34 on the run for Adejokin. First down, Cardinals, and thank you to Kevin Ware for cheering on the Cardinals.
And
here's a great run by Nate Adejokin. You see that replay.
Another great replay by the LaCour Family Foundation. A special thanks to them for sponsoring all of our first quarter replays.
And that finishes our first quarter. And we do also not only want to thank all of our great sponsors and our friends at Game On Sports with the boss man, our producer Craig down there, but we've got Melissa High School students running some of this technology as part of our Melissa High School AV program, and that was Ryan on replay. Carol is on camera tonight, and Shakira on camera. So we got lots of great Melissa Cardinals High School students. We've got them in the broadcast booth. We've got them on the cameras. We got them in the truck. We got them in the band. Some of them are even playing football tonight. So well done to Melissa High School. We want to say hello to Sally Green, cheering on Carson Maynard and the Cardinals. Norris and Tori Whitmore are the grandparents of Rocky Dunn and Lincoln Dunn. And they are in Santa Clarita, California. And they say cheering on the Cardinals has become our favorite weekend activity. I'm sure they wanted to say and the Black Knights there as well. But thank you to joining us from California to the Whitmores. And our good friend Mike Gooseby, Trevor's dad down there cheering on the Longhorns. And mom is here at the game in Crandall cheering on younger brother Austin. So hello to the Goosebees. Here comes the beginning of the second quarter, and give the ball to Nate Adejokin again, and he's going to take it. And there's a scramble for a loose football. And
looks like they're going to call him down.
They will. Good news, Cardinals call him down at the 19.5-yard line. So give him 5.5 on the carry. Second down, and Betts will check into the game, replacing Adejokin at the running back spot. Here comes 2nd and 5. Trips left. Give it to Betts, his first carry. He's had a couple of kickoff returns. He'll pick up a couple of yards. Third down just underway in the second quarter in Crandall, Texas. Trey Graham, Ross Graham, and John Graham joining you from the bleachers on the visitor side. Here is a 3rd down and 1 coming up. Man in motion is Lincoln Dunn. Fake the jet sweep, give it late to Betts. He's going to have a first down and more. All the way down inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal, Cardinals.
Great run by Betts, setting the Cardinals up for a great opportunity to score and tie the game.
Melissa is averaging 50.5 points per game this season. They only scored 7 in this first quarter, trying to add to that. And we're going to have a stoppage of play, timeout called by the Crandall defense. We're going to thank another one of our sponsors after I tell you that Travis Ray and Jordan Fonville are joining us from the Coast Guard Air Station in New Orleans. Go Grayson Span. Thank you to Travis. And Coach Brad Crawford and Dr. Debbie check in from the house in Melissa, Texas. Great job, Cardinals, they say. Hello to Coach and Dr. Debbie Crawford.
Morales Custom Homes. For all of your home construction needs, use Morales Custom Homes, an honest and trustworthy company who is committed to giving homeowners the experience they deserve, specializing in custom home builds, additions, and remodels. For your next project, call Victor Morales, your locally trusted builder, at 806-626-2045. Again, call Morales Custom Homes at 806-626-2045.
We thank all of our great sponsors, and we do also thank the First Melissa Church family for being a sponsor tonight. We invite you to go to our church website, firstmelissa.com. You'll find out information about all kinds of ministries for the different members of your family. Worship services on Sunday, 9 a.m. and 10:15 a.m. Go to firstmelissa.com. After the defensive timeout, it's 1st and goal for the Cardinals, and they're going to switch to a trips left and tight left. Adejokin is going to take the handoff. He's going to go right, tries to turn the corner, and does. Shows great speed. Touchdown, Cardinals. Touchdown, Nate Adejokin. Score is 14-13. Cardinals on the board again. They've got a touchdown through the air and a touchdown on the ground tonight. Coming out of the swinging gate play, and Sham will come out. Now, Ross, what's your theory on the shoes?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm about to say. We've mentioned he often wears he has worn his bright orange shoes at home games, duller shoes, colorless shoes away. And the theory
trend,
still stands.
The trend continues. Sham's kick is up and good. We're tied 14 all. Sham's wearing the plain old boring white shoes tonight. Sometimes those kickers are known to wear those glow-in-the-dark shoes, but Sham's going all white tonight. Thanks to Hollis Barbecue for being our PAT sponsor. And 1 minute into this second quarter, we got a tie ball game tonight.
You know what it must be? The turf at Coach Kennedy Stadium is so sacred and so amazing that it can only be worn. The orange shoes can only be worn on the turf of Coach Kennedy Stadium. And all the replays on the last drive were brought to us by Maria's Mexican Grill, as they will be for this entire second quarter.
We also want to tell you that we have a great folks checking in on our email channel, of course, and guess who that happens to be right now? That happens to be John Nye checking in from Cheney, Kansas. I wonder who he's rooting for tonight. Jacob Nye, his favorite player, so hello from Kansas. And the Nyes are sitting down here right below us, thankfully not blocking our view, so we appreciate that very much. All right, now, after the Nate Adejokin touchdown run, we've got a tie ball game, and Hernandez will put the ball on his 40-yard line and kick it away. It's going to be a short kick, fair caught near the 25-yard line. Allura Ware checks in, says it's much love to the Cardinal band and the color guard from Allura Ware. Brett Wiggins checking in from Disney World in Orlando, Florida. Brett and Tracy. Wiggins cheering on Trevor and the Cardinals. Lots more emails to get to in just a moment. 14-14 is our score. We are at Pirate Stadium in Crandall, Texas.
Alex Ruiz has checked in to play defensive line for the Cardinals.
Spot the ball at the 25-yard line of the Pirates. First down 10. Now they are going right to left on your radio dial. Very little wind to speak of tonight. First down, Cardinals showing blitz, and they're going to fake the handoff. Wickersham is going to roll to his right and run the football, and we have a flag coming in. After all, the Cardinal fans over here on the visitor side were clamoring for said yellow hanky.
That was a very violent hold against Gunnar Wilson. He was brought down to the ground, I think, by the face mask on that hold, so that one's pretty obvious to see, as we'll see.
The referee agrees. Holding against the Pirates will back them up. It's going to be first and long. Hello to Sal DeBabney and the rest of the family in Altoga. Sal, Brienne, Wrigley, Bray, Brody, and their favorite player, of course, is Dalton DeBabney. He's not in action tonight, so they're going to pick Hudson Zufelt as their favorite for tonight. On first down and long after the penalty, they're going to throw the ball, and it's going to be caught by Will Banks, and there was Jake Patusek in on that tackle, along with Miles O'Neill. Second down and 10 coming up. And they're going to throw the football again. Wickersham has pressure, rolls his right, throws it right. It's going to be a catch, and it's going to be a short gain over on the right side. Rocky Dunn was in on that coverage, and the ball will be spotted at the 26. Third down, 9 coming up. Cardinals D trying to get a stop here in a tie ball game. And they're going to throw the football, looking left, throwing left, and completing the pass left. And it's going to be a catch made by Will Banks. And he's going to appear to be just short of the sticks, but Coach Nally is calling a penalty against the Pirates. And we'll wait for the people in stripes to tell us if they agree.
DK was held by a chokehold, as we see on our replay brought to us by Maria's. That was another big hold there, so it's going to come back.
Another holding call, says Mr. Redfern, and we do thank Maria's Mexican Restaurant for being our replay sponsor here in the second quarter. The whole Graham family was there the other day. Well, the Graham family who lives in the great state of Texas, I should say, at Maria's Restaurant, so thank you to them. Not just for the replay, but the dinner was good too. All right, after the penalties marked off, they'll spot it at the 16-yard line. Third down, 19 coming up. Cardinals D looking for a stop here. And they send the man in motion. They look like they jump. They throw it deep, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. And that was intended for Josh Smith, but ladies and gentlemen, this might take a while if we're going to continue to have a flag on every single play.
Yes, the Pirates are going to get 5 of those yards back, as we did jump on that last play, but So far, he's been a lot of penalties in this game so far. Last week, the Cardinals were good. They only had 4 penalties for about 40 yards last week, but so far on both sides, the Pirates and the Cardinals, it's been a lot of penalties so far, so both teams will want to clean that up. As we saw there on that replay brought to us by Maria's Mexican Restaurant, the Cardinals will need to look to clean that up for the rest of the night to not only speed the game along so it doesn't take 5 hours,
true.
but get
Cardinals
the momentum
already
on their
have
side.
more penalties tonight than they had all game last week. This one is a defensive offsides, which will make it a slightly more manageable 3rd down for the Pirates. 3rd and 14 coming up.
A big third down stop for the Cardinals here as they look to get the momentum back on their side.
They're going to throw the football on 3rd and long, throw the post route, and they throw it to Smith, but way over his head. Good coverage by Gunnar Wilson and Patusik. 4th and long, and we'll see if Coach Harden's going to send out his punt unit here.
Christian Turner was also the corner on that play on the coverage, so Smith was nearly triple covered on that play. So good job by the Cardinals. Going to get the ball back. Just under 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. We'll look to see if Lincoln Dunn can catch this ball. Cardinals will start with a very good field position already in the Pirate field territory.
Dunn stands at the midfield stripe. Snap is a good one, and the punt is not a good one. And the Cardinals are going to get good field position. Remember our email address, mcnr@melissaisd.org, mcnr@melissaisd.org. It's a tie game here between Melissa and Crandall, but here's the question of the night for Cardinal fans.
Okay.
Are the Cowboys as good as a 40-0 beatdown of the Giants?
Or are the Giants as bad as a 0-40 loss?
I think that's okay. We'll make it a 2-question survey.
Or could it be partially both? Or could both be true?
How many answers do you want to have?
I don't know,
Ross?
but I mean, it's not just an easy answer, just not one. It's not a
Okay.
yes.
All right. Well, tell us, what should we know from a 40-0 beatdown of the Giants if you're a Cowboys fan? 1st and 10 Cardinals after the short punt, and Ham is going to throw the football, and it's going to be stopped dead.
There was an inadvertent whistle somewhere, I think, up in the stands, and everyone's confused right now.
Going to try to figure this one out.
I think we're just going to redo this play because some Cardinals stopped.
Mr. Redfern coming to chat with Coach Nally. Chris and Tony Mallory check in from South Dakota as usual. Thank you to the Mallorys. And our referee tells us what happened this time.
There was no play. We had a timeout.
No penalty, no play. It was like it never happened. So let's redo this thing. 1st down and 10 from the 42 of the Pirates. Trips left, Pirates jump. Trevor thinks he has a free play, throws it deep down the middle of the field, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. And it was intended for Lincoln Dunn. Emma Almazan is Elijah's sister, watching from home, cheering on her favorite Cardinal number 66, Elijah Almazan, junior offensive lineman. So hello, Emma. And Sylvia Sanchez checks in, says, let's go Cardinals. 5-yard penalty on defensive offsides, spots it at the 37-yard line. And we're going to have 1st and 5 Cardinals. Trips right to the short side here. That's Ford, Montgomery, and Nye split right in the trips. Ford goes in motion. They snap the football and give it to Nate Adejoken over the left side. He makes a man miss and a cut in the hole, and he's going to have a 1st down. Nice run, Nate Adejoken, to the 22-yard line. Pick up a 15 on the carry.
That was great blocking by Tasby, Owen Hollenbeck, and Jake Brown at the interior offensive line to give Nate that great hole to run through there.
Fake it to Nate, throw it out to the right side. Is going to be caught, and it's going to be Nye on the catch. Pushed out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Second and 1 now. For the
Second
Cardinals.
down 1, and throw it out to the left side. Is going to be caught by Montgomery, and he's going to be dragged down by his headgear. His first catch of the night, but it will be a 1st and goal Cardinals. And in this case, we don't see a yellow hanky. The ball spotted at the 4-yard line.
He's fortunate his helmet stayed on that play.
1st and goal from the 4. Ham in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the short side. And they're going to roll left, throw it left to Jackson Ford, who goes in for an easy touchdown. And he has to hurdle the big horn thing over there of the Pirates. But he hurdles that successfully. And the future Oregon Duck scores the Cardinals' 3rd touchdown of the night. They lead 20-7. And here comes the man wearing white shoes, Sham McGregor, for a PAT. 9 minutes to go in the first half. Maynard is the holder. There's Sham, number 36, and McGregor's kick is up and good. Cardinals lead 21-14, and we'll take a chance to thank another one of our great sponsors.
George James Realty is your Melissa hometown realtor. For the past 30-plus years, George has been proud to call Melissa home. Whether you are considering buying a new home, buying a pre-owned home, or selling, George is a realtor to call. Melissa's 2017 Citizen of the Year, Melissa Schools Difference Maker awardee, Citizen George has been recognized by D Magazine, Hillwood Community's Local Best Magazine, top producers, and more as one of the best realtors in the DFW area. More importantly, has helped many of your friends and neighbors find their home in our wonderful community. Please call or text George at 214-536-9994 or email George at g.james79@sbcglobal.net. It's a great day to be a Melissa Cardinal. Go Cardinals.
Thank you to George James Realty for being our sponsor of this broadcast, along with all of our wonderful sponsors. And after the Cardinals touchdown, they will be kicking the football off with 9 minutes to go in the half. And put the ball on the 40-yard line does Nicholas Hernandez, and he'll kick it short, and it'll be fair caught to gain by the Pirates. They'll take over 1st down and 10. Shelly Everhart checks in. Miss Mallory Peel checks in, says hello to her daddy, Coach Peel. Alan Spear checks in. Karina Campos checks in. Shout out to William Hernandez and Emma Hernandez, Cardinals cheerleader and football player. William and Emma, 2 different ones there, from Grandma watching in Marfa, Texas. So hello to Karina. All righty, 1st down and 10. Pirates after the fair catch. All right, we're waiting for everybody to get rolling here. The ball's going to be at the 21-yard line.
This formation that the Pirates are in right now, they only did once in the entirety of the last game, where they have a bunch receiver on the left. So look for some sort of trickery, some sort of weird play. I mean, they're still trying to get something sorted out, but this play, this formation you're about to see right now, they only did this once last game. So something is definitely irregular going to occur for the Pirate offense right now.
Our referee, Mr. Redfern, went over to speak to Coach Harden on the home side, and that is the reason for this delay. Jill Murdoch checks in. Neil Good checks in. Mike Osili checks in. Charles Dwight checks in. Thank you all for emailing. mcnr@melissaisd.org. We are bringing this broadcast to you on the radio side and on the live stream video side, and we're using up all the internet that exists in Crandall, Texas. So we're going to do our best to bring you the broadcast, and we thank you for watching. 1st down and 10, hand the ball off the right side, and the Pirates are going to have a nice game. Out near the 30-yard line, we'll bring up 2nd down and short.
There's Micah Finan on that tackle. Inside linebacker.
Approaching the 8.5-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. They're going to throw it out to the left side. It's going to be caught. Taken upfield. The catch there by Logan Wilbanks.
Jake Petusik and Micah Finan on that tackle.
First down, Pirates. They'll spot it at the 37 of Crandall's side of the field. Cardinals leading 21-14. They're back to their usual offensive set. Twins to one side, split end to the other side. Shotgun, fake the handoff. Wickersham has pressure. Rolling to his right, and he's going to run the football. He was being chased from behind by Jacob Wasserman, and then he ran into the face of Grayson Donahoe. And as they say, the better part of valor chose to just calmly run out of bounds.
That was a wise decision on his part.
Old Dion, back in his playing days before he became Coach Prime, old Dion, the player, would call that a business decision. All right, hand the ball off to the Pirates, and they're going to run it to the midfield stripe for a first down.
Another tackle by Micah Finan.
Chad Thomas listening from Highway I-20 in Louisiana to support Addie Thomas and the mighty Cardinal Band. Rebecca and Chad, thank you very much. From the midfield stripe, first down, Pirates. Hand the ball off, and they're going to push the pile. DK Abrams was in on that tackle. Gain of about 6 on that carry. The home team Pirates trying to tie this ball game up. They're on the Cardinal side of the field at the 44. They're going to run it again and take it to the 41. It'll be 3rd and 1. Mary Jo checks in. Excuse me, Danny Preston checks in. Danny and Amy from West Texas. 3rd down 1 at the Cardinal 41. Hand the ball off, and they're going to push the pile for a first down.
Micah Finan and Miles O'Neill on that tackle, as well as nose guard Logan Diamore, who has checked in. And now Colin Craig has just subbed in for Grayson Donahoe at the inside linebacker spot.
Just inside the 40-yard line, 1st and 10 Pirates. They do not huddle, but they're not in hurry-up mode. Normal formation, Twins in a split. They're going to throw the football down the seam, and it's going to be over the head of the intended receiver, Hayden Chafin. And Wickersham's had a little trouble with the long ball tonight. He had one really great throw on the long ball, but a lot of times he's been overdoing it
and there's
on the throws.
Great coverage by the Cardinals defensive backs. There was Jake Petusik, but all the Cardinals defensive backs showed great coverage, great poise, not gotten handsy with their hand and all over the face mask of the receiver. So great job so far by the Cardinals defensive backs.
High snap, they bring it down, but that ruined the play, and that's going to be a good tackle by Micah Finan.
Logan Diamore was there initially to trip up the running back, and Micah got him down on the ground. And now Alex Ruiz is going to check in, and Nigel Smith is going to check back into the game.
Let's see, they're going to give him forward progress and make it 3rd and 10, still at the Cardinal 39-yard line. Thanks to Maria's Mexican Restaurant for bringing us the replays. 3rd down and 10, there's going to be pressure, and he's going to get down for a sack.
That's Alex Ruiz and Nigel Smith on that sack. And Hudson Zufeld is there on that pressure for the Cardinals as well. But Nigel and Alex Ruiz, as you'll see by this replay brought to us by Maria's, Alex and Nigel were there. Got the first sack for the Cardinals defense tonight, and now we're going to force a Pirate punt. And Lincoln Dunn is going to go back deep for the Cardinals to receive this punt, as the Cardinals will get the ball back halfway through this second quarter. Another great replay, as we saw by Maria's Mexican Restaurant.
5.5 minutes to go until halftime. 4th and 14, and Pirates are going to try to punt and pin the Cardinals deep. They're going to get a good bounce here, and Lincoln will let it roll and get out of the way, and the Pirates' goal is met. You'll drop it down, and it'll be on the 7-yard line where the Cardinals take over. Our score is Melissa 21 and Crandall 14. Checking our district games that we're watching all night long. Princeton leads Mesquite Poteet 14-7 at half. Lovejoy leads Terrell 13-7 at half. Anna leads Salina 23-9 at half.
Oh, wow.
So the purple people are trying to make it a three-peat over the orange people. 1st and 10, Cardinals at their own 7-yard line. Trips right to the wide side. Adejokin is next to Ham. Maynard is split left. You see the big tackle Owen Hollenbeck over there at the left tackle spot. Snap is back. Maynard's going to set up a screen to Lincoln Dunn. He's going to catch it. There's going to be a penalty flag in the end zone. And Dunn's going to make a nice run, and he'll take it out past the 20-yard line. And we do have a yellow hanky in the end zone.
And Lincoln wanted a face mask penalty. He very easily could have gotten one in his favor, but
Matt Nally's holding the yellow hanky in his hand.
Lincoln was
There's Coach Nally.
slightly perturbed he wasn't given a face mask penalty on that play, but this is most likely going to be a hold against the Cardinals, bringing him back 10 yards. But we'll see what the guy says.
The guy.
The guy?
Yes.
That guy over there?
The man whose first name is Guy. Yes, I know. That would be Guy Redfern, our referee, who is having a chat again tonight. 5:20 to go, second quarter. Melissa leading 21-14. All right, Mr. Redfern now says we have a personal foul, late hit, declined against the Pirate defense.
There we go.
And there is a personal foul again. So there were 2 personal fouls against the Pirates, both live ball fouls, which is important. That means you only get 1 15-yarder, which is big. However, if it had been a situation where there was a live ball foul and a dead ball foul, you could have had all 30. But when it's 2 live ball penalties, you only get 1 of them. So after that 15-yard march off, it is first down, Cardinals at their own 37-yard line. 5:20 still on the second quarter clock. Twins right, split left. Give it to Adejokin, who makes a nice cut in the hole, and he takes it right to the sticks. They'll spot it at the 47-yard line. 10-yard gain, first down, Cardinals. Well, actually spotted at the 48 officially. High snap, fake it to Adejokin. The ball's on the ground. Ham has to fall on it. And the Pirate player comes out of the pile with the football. However, we think they're going to call Mr. Ham down.
He was laying on the ground with the ball in his hands. So yes, they're going to give it to him.
Here's the replay, and there's the defender for the Pirates trying to pull the ball out. That's Hunter, the defender. That's what you do under the pile, is you try to scramble and be the man to come out with it. But for the Cardinals, good news. It's a loss of 4, but they retain possession. 2nd and 14, motion man is done. Fake the jet sweep, give it to Adejokin, straight up the gut. And as we often say, tough run by Nate. He'll take it to the plus 49-yard line, which will bring up 3rd and 7. Clock rolling, 4:40 to go. Cardinals not in a huddle, but not in a hurry. Here comes a 3rd and 7 play. And they're going to send trips to the short side.
Mr. Adejokin has already amassed over 100 yards through a quarter and a half.
Ham says, everybody calm down. You got a wing left, and you got trips left. And now, coming to the right side, split end, is Kennedy Brantley, who's not gotten a lot of playing time dealing with injuries. High snap again, give it to Adejokin again, and a tough run again, but not very successful. A single yard is going to bring up 4th down for the Cardinals.
It's going to be decision time, and it looks like Nally is going to go for this. We shall see, but
You could try to pin them deep with the punt. That's what the Pirates just did to the Cardinals, but Looks like Matt Nally's keeping the base offense out here on a 4th and 5. Trying to get the Pirate defense to jump, and they do not. 10 seconds on the play clock. Ham resets the offense. 4th and 5. And fake it to Adejoken. Ham's going to throw the football. Has Jackson Ford wide open. Down the seam on the tight end go route. And just over his head. And he's a tall fella. You got to put it up in the air to get it over him. He couldn't bring it in. Ball goes over on downs. And the Pirates will get good field position. 3:18 to go in the half, which will allow us to check for a few more emails. Richard Flatley watching. Their granddaughter Alexis on the color guard. They're watching from Illinois. Former Cardinals kicker Aiden Pintor cheering on current Cardinals kickers Sham and Nick. 1st and 10, and the Pirates are going to run the football. Going right, has a seam, and gets a good block downfield and a 1st down. That is Anderson on the carry.
And Jared Patusik on the tackle.
All the way to the 33 of the Cardinals.
Coach Nally wants to call a timeout. And does so.
And Coach Nally does call his 2nd defensive timeout of the first half with 3:10 to go in the 2nd quarter. Cardinals lead 21-14. Here's the replay of that good run by Anderson, which gave the Pirates a 1st down.
Red Carpet Realty rolls out the red carpet for all of your real estate needs. We help you achieve financial success by selling high and buying low. Call 972-343-8987 today for more information or visit redcarpetrealtyusa.com. We want you to be our next VIP. Let's go Cards, red, red.
Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. And we appreciate the First Melissa Church family. Here's a replay again of that good run by Anderson. And wanted to tell you, all the Melissa High School students and really high school students in general who are listening tonight, the First Melissa Student Ministry has a 5th quarter event scheduled for next Friday after the home game. Tyler Norman, the minister to students at First Melissa, will be hosting a 5th quarter event. What does that mean? It means it's a fun party, hangout, fun food stuff, games, all kind of things for teenagers at First Melissa. After the Terrell game is complete next Friday, there's a 5th quarter event put on by Tyler Norman and the First Melissa Student Ministry. All right, after the Cardinals timeout, 1st down and 10 Pirates. And they're going to fake the handoff. Pressure is coming, and wisely throwing it away. Good pressure there by Jacob Wasserman, who's played a good game tonight.
Yes, Wasserman's played both sides of the ball so far. He comes in on the jumbo packages on the offensive side. He also sometimes just checks in at offensive line. You'll see him thrown in there throughout, especially at left guard. And then tonight he's also had several great pressures on the quarterback from the defensive end spot.
2nd down and 10, and Anderson's going to run the football for the Pirates and have a nice gain to the 26-yard line, which will bring up 3rd down and 3, under 3 minutes to go. Pirates picking up the pace a little bit here. Twins left, split right on 3rd and 3, and there's going to be a flag because they just went illegal motion.
In football, you can only have one receiver going in motion at a time in American football.
That's true.
We're talking about the CFL.
Yeah, we've been watching
Canadian
some
football.
Canadian football.
That's a whole nother animal.
That is.
But yes, in American football, you can only have one man in motion. The Pirates there had 2, so they'll be called for illegal formation. But if we were talking about Canadian football, I mean, it's basically a circus out there. But
not to mention there's 12 people on each side of the ball.
And the field is longer.
The field has 110 yards. There's a 55-yard line. That's the midfield stripe up north of the border. All right, 3rd and 3 is now 3rd and 8 after the 5-yard penalty. Cardinals D in looks like pass coverage. The Cardinals D tries to jump here. Let's see if they were drawn off, because well, guess what? Another yellow hanky on the field, because the men in stripes are getting all kinds of airtime tonight on the Melissa Cardinals Network. This is Trey Graham, Ross Graham, and John Graham joining you from the visitor bleachers in Crandall, Texas. False start against the Pirates. So 3rd and 3 became 3rd and 8, which now is 3rd and 13 at the Cardinal 36-yard line. 2.5 minutes to go in the half. With 6 minutes to go in San Antonio, the Black Knights lead the Roadrunners of UTSA 37-21. Go Black Knights. 3rd down 13 after 2 penalties. And Wickersham, the quarterback, in the shotgun. And he's going to pump fake. He has pressure, throws it, and he throws it behind his receiver, Smith. Good coverage there by Christian Turner. And it's going to be 4th and 13. Field goal from here would be over 50 yards. You're in that no man's land. Let's see if Coach Harden agrees and they keep the base offense out there.
The Cardinals brought all sorts of pressure on that last play, so Wickersham was forced to throw that ball sooner than he would have wanted to. He wasn't able to get his proper drop back, and then as a result, his receiver was not turned around yet, and it was an incomplete pass for the Pirates.
Yeah, this 53, 54-yarder's out of the range of their kicker, so they're going for it on 4th and 14, trying to draw the Cardinals defense off. Cardinals defense stays, hold their water, as coaches like to say, and the Pirates are going to call timeout with 2:32 to go in the second quarter. Marty and Paula Guin check in from their couch in Melissa, Texas. This is sent from Marty Guin, who is employed by First Melissa, when I tell you that he says, enjoy listening to Ross Graham and that other guy call a great game from Crandall.
Other guy. We are listening to the other guy.
Yeah.
We are listening to Guy a lot.
Yeah,
He's getting a lot of airtime. He's almost getting more airtime than me, I think.
That's what Marty Guin says, but he'll have a conversation with his boss here in a few days. He says, go Cardinals, and it says go Air Force. That has to be a typo right there. They mean to say go Black Knights.
Right.
Paula Guin did serve our country honorably in the United States Air Force, but I know she's rooting for the Army team tonight. So hello to Paula Guin and the other guy. All right, after the Pirates timeout, we have a 4th and 14, and the Pirates keep their base offense out on the field. Again, they may try to get the Cardinals D to jump. They need to keep their composure. They're going to be a quick kick from Wickersham. And it's going to get a bounce, and the Pirates are not able to down it inside the 5. It's going to get a touchback here. First down for the Cardinals. And again, we want to thank some of our wonderful sponsors tonight.
We want to thank the Dugout Sports Grill again. This is where we broadcast the Cardinal Scoreboard Show every Monday night at 5:30 p.m. We want to thank George James Realty again for being a Cardinal sponsor all season long. And we want to thank the LaCour Family Foundation. They've given us our first quarter replays, and they've also been a sponsor all season long for the Cardinals. This quarter, we've been thanking the Maria's Mexican Restaurant all night long during the second quarter for our replays as well.
First down, and before the play can start, there's going to be a penalty flag, legal procedure against the Cardinals. So 1st and 10 shall become 1st and 15, but the linesman and the referee are chatting right there about it. Stephen Fryer checks in. Coach Fryer, the Cardinals head basketball coach. So hello, Coach Fryer, and thank you for checking in tonight. We look forward to bringing you some basketball games here on the Melissa Cardinals Network. And our referee does indeed confirm illegal procedure against the Cardinals. Back them up 5, 1st and 15. Dr. John Majors, Liz Majors, watching in Arkansas, parents of Coach Joey Majors. Lots more emails coming in. We'll get to that. 1st and 15. Throw it out to the left side to Maynard. He makes that man miss. And he's going to have a nice run down the far sideline out to the 34-yard line. First down, Cardinals. And that was a nice move, Carson Maynard.
A year ago tonight, I was not the one on the air with you. that would be Coach Crandall. And you two were talking about a game that was almost good news for Coach Crandall. But now he's not here, so he doesn't get to tell you about how great that game was. A team he's a fan of.
The Longhorns?
The Longhorns. A year ago, they lost by a point, and you got to sit next to him.
To Bama.
But this year
they won it. That's right. All right, first down and 10 after that Maynard catch. They're going to hand the ball off. It was a good win for Coach Sark and the Longhorns. Kenny's not here to brag about it, but it was a good win for the Texas Longhorns over Coach Saban and Roll Tide. That was a 3-yard gain, and it's going to bring up second down 7. And give the ball to Adejokin. Turns the corner, going right, has a breakaway. 50, 40, 30. Down inside the 25-yard line, showing some speed. Remember, Nate Adejokin and Lincoln Dunn were 2 members of the state championship 4x100 relay team for Melissa Cardinals about 9 months ago, or less than that. 4 months ago. There's a handoff, and there's part of that great speed. Nice job, Nate Adejokin, and he'll come out for a break, and Connor Betts will check in at the running back spot.
90 seconds left in this half.
Spot the ball at the 19 of the Pirates. And Ham straight drop, has a lot of time, and he's going to drift left, throw it late into the corner of the end zone. It's going to be up, and it's going to be a catch. Is he inbounds? Touchdown, Cardinals. Touchdown, Carson Maynard. His second touchdown grab of the night. That's what you call, the coaches say, high point the football. Nice patience by Maynard. That was a little bit of reminiscent of the Lovejoy game when they took the lead in the last minute. Roll left with patience, throw it up, and Maynard catches
That's already his 6th touchdown reception of the year. And he was originally open right away, right off the snap, but then because of the great Cardinals offensive line, Trevor had plenty of time to stay in the pocket, and then Carson came back across the field again and found himself open again. So he was open twice on that play. It could have been 2 touchdowns.
You're only allowed 1 per play. Sham's kick is up and good, and the Cardinals have extended their lead to 28-14. Coach Barry Russell and Jill Russell are cheering for Coach Jason Russell, thanks to Hollis Barbecue for our extra points. Coach Russell Sr. and Mrs. Coach Russell Sr. cheering on Coach Russell Jr. from Cancun tonight. Here's the replay brought to us by Maria's Mexican Restaurant. There's the patience. There's the slide left. There's throw it up and high point the football. Nice catch. Carson Maynard, touchdown Cardinals. I don't know why Coach Russell Sr. and Mrs. Russell, Coach Sr. want to choose Cancun over Midland, but that's what they've done.
Okay.
Everybody in Cancun wants to vacation in Midland.
Is that true?
No, it's not true. All right, 1:12 seconds to go until halftime. Cardinals extend the lead to 28-14.
Not only did Carson catch that pass, hold the extra point, he's now on the kickoff coverage.
Well, if you want to play, it's time to play, right? Get out there on the field. 28-14 is our score. And here comes Nick Hernandez to kick it away. And it'll be taken at the 18-yard line. Trying to turn the corner on the right side, out past the 20, out past the 30-yard line. And good kick coverage for the Cardinals, and a little bit of extracurricular going on. It's going to be first down Pirates.
Grayson Donahoe on that tackle.
1:04 on the game clock. Mike and Amanda Buckner checking in from Melissa. Say, keep up the great work. Shout out to 7th grade quarterback Braylon Buckner and freshman quarterback Levi Maccabee. Brandon and Carissa. Tristan and I are watching from home. They're going to hand the ball off. They may be content to run the clock out here. They say Mrs. Weaver and I are going to watch Brendan Lewis next week in San Marcos. Go Nevada quarterback Brendan Lewis. She says go Navy as well.
Sometimes Apple makes weird typos.
I don't know. She must have meant go Army, but that's good. All right, here comes 2nd down and 8. They're going to run the ball again. Looks like they are content. Cardinals have 1 timeout left should they choose to use it. And the clock is rolling, 28-27 seconds. And they do not have to run another play. And let's see what Coach Harden chooses to do. Nobody's moving.
That last run was a tackle by Hayden Solomon, nose guard.
And we are just going to walk this one into the locker room, and the Cardinals are going to go into the halftime break with a 2-touchdown lead. The 3-0 Cardinals taking on the 2-1 Pirates in the district opener tonight on the road in Crandall, and the Cardinals lead 28-14. This is Trey Graham, Ross Graham, and John Graham joining you on the Melissa Cardinals Network in partnership with our friends from Game On Sports. And Coach Matt Nally is huddling his team up right there on the middle of the field. And they're going to head into the visitor locker room down to our right here in a few moments. And the mighty Cardinal band making their way onto the field. Look at a few halftime stats. Total yards, Melissa 317, Crandall 233. And both of them have about half their yards on the ground and half through the air. Cardinals have rushed for 157, thrown it for 160. Trevor Ham, 13 of 18, 160 yards, 3 touchdowns. Nate Adejokin, 14 carries, 148 yards, and a touchdown, averaging 10 yards a carry. And Carson Maynard has 2 touchdown catches. Jackson Ford has 1. And as the mighty Cardinal band make their way onto the field here, we have a chance to thank another one of our great sponsors.
Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning is your proud Melissa Cardinal sponsor, serving Collin County since 1975 and providing you with experienced professionals with quality service, offering upfront pricing before the job is done, and a 2-year parts and labor warranty on repairs. No overtime charges, 24-hour emergency service, and a live operator. Visit our website at hutchinson.com for more info, and if you need service, mention Cardinal Nation to receive 15% off your repair. Go Cardinals.
Thank you to those who are emailing in tonight, mcnr@melissaisd.org, mcnr@melissaisd.org. Our friends Jim and Gwen Benson and Christy Hamilton are watching right now from the great state of Washington. Those are the family members of Coach Ryan Hamilton and Coach Casey Hamilton. Also checking in tonight, Kat Schrader says the Schrader girls, Ava, Aubrey, and Elise, are watching the game. Their sister Abby's in the color guard. And they were excited to hear about Paula Guin and that guy watching the game with her tonight. They're neighbors. Andy Graham back home in Melissa, Texas. Marcus Eckert checks in. Jet, Ali, Marcus, and Jen say we love our Cardinals. So lots of folks checking in. We appreciate those who email in, mcnr@melissaisd.org. It's time for the mighty Cardinal band and the Cardinal drill team to begin their performance. And so we're going to let you enjoy the sights and sounds of the Cardinal band.
Escape them.
No, I mean it's 3 feet farther.
3 feet farther, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen. outdoor flexes. Deep in Cardinal Nation, we welcome you to tonight's halftime entertainment. Melissa High School is proud to present the 2023 Melissa High School award-winning Mighty Cardinal Marching Band. Staff includes Stone McCauley. Tonight, the band is led under the field command of drum majors Ryan Farrell, Kyle Nichols, and Addie Thomas. The section of the week is the clarinets. Drum major Ryan Farrell, is your band ready? Melissa High School's principal, Marcus Eckert, the Melissa Booster Club, and our awesome band members for their unwavering support. Leon Granados. September. Halftime is proudly sponsored by Patriot Cover Services, Delta Columbus, the Spring Scholarship, J-Link Guide Service, Steve and Terry Zwicker, Roy and Albany Pedlers, and Benjamin and Samantha Marks.
Pirates by a score of 28-14. Trey Graham, Ross Graham, and John Graham joining you tonight as your Melissa Cardinals are enjoying a great ball game here in the district opener. Let's take a look back at some of the action from the first half. The Cardinals entering the field there, and Cardinals chose to defer until the second half. They had an opening kickoff there, and they threw a nice touchdown pass from Ham to Maynard. And then there was a rugby scrum that you're watching. There's been a lot of contact tonight. This was a nice run by Andrew Anderson of the Pirates. And here is Trevor Ham with a lot of time by his offensive line. Throws it up for Carson Maynard, who goes up, makes a nice catch for his touchdown grab. Second one on the night. Trevor Ham has thrown for 3 touchdowns so far. 2 to Ham, 1 to that other fella right there, Jackson Ford. And our score is 28-14 Cardinals. And we are glad you are joining us tonight. We're going to read some more emails in a few minutes. Our email address is mcnr@melissaisd.org, mcnr@melissaisd.org. This is the first week of district play. There are 8 teams in our district, as we've mentioned, so there are 4 district games tonight. Ours is one of them. Let me check and give you an update on the others in our district. Lovejoy leads Terrell 27-7, middle of the third quarter. Princeton leads Poteet 27-14 after 3 quarters of play. And Greenville is trailing Denison 24-21. The Yellow Jackets with the lead, middle of the third quarter there. We've been watching Argyle's game against the Montgomery Bears. Argyle's actually pretty mad right now. They are 0-2 on the season, but that's going to come to an end. They have a 62-0 lead over the Montgomery Bears right now in the fourth quarter. And we've been watching the purple people playing the orange people tonight, and Anna leads Salina 23-16. Early third quarter over there at the Orange Palace. So we'll watch and see what happens in that ball game. Our score is 28-14. We're about to get underway. We again thank you for joining us tonight, and we want to thank some of our wonderful sponsors.
Are you looking for a reason to smile this season? Visit Melissa Dental and Orthodontics, where their passion is providing you and your family with the personalized, gentle care that you deserve. Dr. Allen and his team offer a full range of oral health care, from general and restorative dentistry to cosmetic options in orthodontics. Their state-of-the-art facility is conveniently located off Sam Rayburn Highway in Melissa, where they are ready to see your smile today. Go Cardinals.
We also invite you and your family to our church home on Sunday mornings at First Melissa. 3 great service times, 2 worship services and other ministries. The worship services are at 9 a.m. and 10:15 a.m. Go to firstmelissa.com to find out more. And remember, the First Melissa Student Ministry, led by Tyler Norman, is hosting a 5th quarter event next Friday after the Terrell game. As the third quarter gets underway, the Pirates will kick it short, and the Cardinals will bring it upfield. Cardinals won the coin toss, chose to defer until the second half. And so the kick return by Jacob Nye will give the Cardinals good field position. They have a 2-touchdown lead and the football. And we will bring our offense back out on the field. They'll take over at their own 41-yard line. Thanks to those who are emailing in. We'll get to those in just a few moments. They send Lincoln Dunn in motion from right to left, and they throw it out and complete it to Maynard on the first play of the half. And he's going to pick up a first down into Pirate territory. Nice throw and catch. And Cardinals are at the 47 of the Pirates. Just underway here in the third quarter. Trey Graham, Ross Graham, and John Graham joining you. in Crandall, Texas. And hand the ball to Nate Adejokin, his first carry of the half. He has over 100 yards in the first half, and he'll take it to the 40 for a gain of 7. And I just spoke to Mr. Adejokin, Nate's dad, just a few minutes ago here in the stands. Proud of his son, of course. 2 receivers right, 1 left, and give it to Nate again, going right, and he's going to take it very near the sticks. And it's going to be a first down, Cardinals, at the 37 of the Pirates. The black and gold Pirates of Crandall, the black and red, decked out in all white Cardinals of Melissa. And why not give it to Nate going right again, and he will take it for a gain of about 2 yards on the play. 1 minute into the third quarter. Jody Maynard checks in from Kansas, watching their nephew Carson Maynard, Chad and Jody do. Darren Thompson family watching our Cardinals, senior cheerleader Dylan Wilson. Little Cards Deacon and Joy cheering on the Cardinals.
Connor Betts checked in the game at running back there, and he was able to pick up a first down for the Cardinals, as they're now already at the 25-yard line of the Crandall Pirates.
Meredith Easter says, "Go Cardinals." Here comes another first down. Ham straight drop, looks to throw, steps up into the pocket, drops it off late to Lincoln Dunn, who makes a man miss and shows some of that good speed. It's going to be first and goal, Cardinals.
First down for the Cardinals from the 6-yard line, as Nate Adejokin will check back in the game, as well as Jacob Nye, who will come in for Cody Scanlon on this next play.
And Jackson Ford's grandparents check in from Nashville, Tennessee, so thank you very much. Here comes a first and goal from the 6-yard line, and hand the ball going left. Nate Adejokin, touchdown Cardinals. First drive of the third quarter. They run it down the throat of the Pirates, and the Cardinals now lead by 20. Here comes the PAT attempt. Maynard will be the holder for the lefty, Sham McGregor. And with 9:51 to go, third quarter. Snap is back, the kick is up, and it is good. Cardinals lead by 3 touchdowns. Thank you to Hollis Texas Style Barbecue for being our PAT sponsor tonight. Will and Mandy Holcomb checking in from Miami, Florida. She writes, Will does not even miss watching the Cardinals while on vacation. Mandy is a lifelong resident of Melissa, even before they had a high school. Extremely proud of the Cardinals, and Rhett Holcomb, their son, plays junior varsity football. So thank you to Will and Mandy, because if you're in Miami, Florida on vacation, you know what you want to do on a Friday night, Ross?
What's that?
Listen to you and me talk about football.
Absolutely.
Jeff O'Flaherty checks in and gives us a great history report about the folks up there north of the border. He's given us a CFL history report.
Oh yeah, we need one of those.
Yeah, we'll get to this in a minute. He says we do things a little differently in the Great White North, and of course they love Doug Flutie. So thank you to our friends up yonder. We'll read that history report of the CFL when we have a few moments. All right, after the Nate Adejokin touchdown run, here comes Hernandez with another kickoff. Put the ball on the 40-yard line. Cardinals lead by 21, and there's just nobody's moving here. So our referee, Mr. Guy Redfern, resets the play clock, and now let's see if we can play some football here. Nick is going to kick it deep, and it's going to be taken at the 8-yard line, straight up the right hash at the 15 and the 20, out near the 25. It'll be first down Pirates.
Antonio Sparks on that tackle. Great coverage for the Cardinals.
Ryan and Lacey Rose checking in from Melissa. Shout out to their son, trumpet player Nathan Rose, and the Mighty Cardinal Band. We love watching all of our Cardinals playing football, cheering, and playing music in the stands. Go Cardinals. So thank you to Lacey Rose. Our email address again is mcnr@melissaisd.org, and we'll keep reading these as we have time. First and 10 from the 25-yard line, going right and going right into the arms of Rocky Dunn.
Gunnar Wilson as well there to clean up that tackle. Short gain for the Pirates.
We'll give him a gain of 4 yards on the play. We'll bring up second down and 6. Same formation as usual. 2 receivers left, 1 right. They throw it out to the left side, and that's going to be Jake Patusek and Miles O'Neill on that tackle. Just short of the sticks. We'll make it third down and 1. We are 3 minutes into the third stanza, and your Cardinals lead by 3 touchdowns. Snap the ball back, hand the ball, going left to Anderson and going nowhere.
He's not going to get it. That's right into the hands of Micah Finan and Grayson Donahoe. Big stop. We'll see if the Pirates decide to go from it from their own 34-yard line, but they're about a half yard away from the first down mark.
Let's see what Coach Kyle Harden chooses to do. 4th down and 1 at your own 34, down by 3 touchdowns. In a district game, they keep the offense out there, and quarterback Gage Wickersham is in the shotgun, and he's going to snap the football, half pressure, throws it deep, and it's going to be tipped away. Good defense there.
Christian Turner, he's been charged with covering Josh Smith all night, the Tulsa commit. That was another great coverage by him. He's been a great addition to the Cardinals football team this year. He moved in this year. He's been a great addition to the Cardinals secondary, and yet again another great coverage there as we see this replay brought to us by the golf cart guy. Great coverage, turnover on downs. Cardinals will get the ball already in great field position at the Pirate 34.
Offense comes back out. They have a touchdown run already in this quarter by Nate Adejokin, and he's in the game right now in a new formation. Cardinals have 2 wing backs, and Dunn's in the backfield. They're going to do a pitch, and it's going to be Nate Adejokin. 1 play, touchdown Cardinals from 34 yards out. The pitch pass, and Nate Adejokin takes it to the house.
That was a great play design by Coach Russell in the offense. Pirates did not see that coming at all. Nate was untouched the entire play. Touchdown Cardinals.
And they've pushed that lead out to 41-14. We told you they only scored
7 in the first quarter.
7 in the first quarter, but they're averaging 50.5 per game so far this year, and they're on the way there. That PAT is up and good. They lead 42-14. Thank you to Hollis Texas Style Barbecue for sponsoring our extra points. And great job, Nathan Adejokin, with actually a touchdown catch. Here's the replay brought to us by the golf cart guys, and that's one of the quarterback's favorite plays. You throw it forward pass for about 18 inches in the air, and you're credited with a 34-yard touchdown pass. Christy Leanne checks in. Christy and Zeke. Krista Brokaw checks in from Melissa, the Williams family. Dennis and Linda Hamilton are in the great state of Oregon. The other grandparents of coaches Ryan Hamilton and Casey Hamilton. So thank you to those folks who are checking in. Lieutenant Colonel Ryan Fitzwater joining us from Nashville, Tennessee, cheering on Gunnar Wilson. So thank you, Colonel Fitzwater. And he says, go Cardinals. All right, Nate Adejokin has 2 touchdowns in this quarter, and Nick Hernandez will kick off again. And this was going to be a short kick, taken and not fair caught at the 30-yard line, trying to come right. They've got a bit of a wall set up until Zufelt strings them back in. and has contained. Good job by Zufelt on kick coverage. And the Pirates will come out on offense. 8:02 to go, third quarter. Cardinals defense back out there. Nate Adejokin has had a great quarter on offense, and Nate Hemsley is the defensive coordinator with Nigel Smith, Hayden Solomon, and DK Abrams up front at the 3 down linemen. They're going to throw it out left to Anderson. Double pass by the lefty. Wide open receiver is Smith. He's going to catch it, and he's going to be off in a track meet. 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Pirates. Nice play call by Coach Harden. And they go double pass, and the running back throws it to the receiver. Touchdown Pirates.
That was a play the Cardinals defense has not seen yet this year, nor seen in a long time. So that was a great play, perfectly executed, and the Pirates are on the scoreboard this third quarter.
O'Neal, Finan, and Donahoe are part of that linebacking crew for Coach Hemsley. Along with Gunnar Wilson out there. The DBs, you got Jared Petusik and Rocky Dunn, Jake Petusik, Christian Turner. That PAT is up and good, and our score is now 42-21. Thanks again to Hollis Texas Style Barbecue. They're getting a lot of airtime. There's a lot of PATs here in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. Cardinals lead 42-21. Again, our email address is mcnr@melissaisd.org.
A Melissa Cardinal since birth and now serving the area for all of your real estate needs, residential or commercial. Trust Skylar Ammons to get you to the end zone of your next real estate transaction. Call or text today, 469-667-8456. Skylar Ammons with the Brooks team. Remax Four Corners McKinney, a former Cardinal athlete herself and now a proud sponsor of Melissa Cardinals Athletics.
Thank you for all of our sponsors who've brought us this broadcast tonight. We are at the home of the Crandall Pirates, sitting in the visitor bleachers. And we are glad you are spending your Friday evening with us. Cardinals lead by 3 touchdowns. Pirates just scored on the double pass, and now the Cardinals offense will get the football back. It'll be a short kick. And coming up the field from the 30 is Nye on the return. Tries to turn the corner to the right side, and he'll dive forward near the 40-yard line. It'll be first down, Cardinals offense. Oh, by the way, congratulations to the Black Knights. America's team did win, beat the Roadrunners of UTSA tonight. Great win for the black and gold of Army West Point football. And I'm still waiting for somebody to check in on the email and tell us, are the Cowboys really that good after they beat down the Giants the other day? Are they really that good this year? Somebody needs to tell me yes or no. We'll read some of those in a few minutes. Here comes the handoff to Lincoln Dunn out of the backfield, going left, makes a man miss, turns the corner, and he is tackled out of bounds, way out of bounds, and the yellow hankies come in, and the Cardinal fans reacting. And so it'll be a Lincoln Dunn first down run, and then they're going to add some more via the penalty flag. Our referee is Guy Redfern, right there, the man in the white hat, who's been busy tonight. Dead ball, personal foul against the Pirates defense. 15-yard penalty will give the Pirates defense a chance to walk toward their own end zone. Here's a replay brought to us by the golf cart guys. There was a good move by Lincoln, and there he was, way out of bounds. That was Coach Nate Hemsley, I think, expressing his displeasure. Ham's going to throw it. Cardinals are going to try a double pass. Maynard's going to throw it deep, and it's going to be into the end zone, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. The Pirates just scored on a double pass a moment ago. Cardinals try a double pass. It's incomplete, but we have a yellow hanky in the end zone. We've had about 20 penalties in this game so far between the two teams.
That pass was intended for Cody Scanlon on a double pass. It should be defensive pass interference.
And the Cardinals got 15 yards on a late hit just a moment ago. They may get 15 more on DPI.
If this was the NFL,
it would be on the 1
it'd
yard
be on
line.
the 1 yard line.
All right, our referee, Mr. Redfern's going to give us another announcement. He's facing opposite of us all night long. You've probably noticed because he speaks to the press box on the home side, which is not where we are right now. That's why we get to see him from the backside indicate, as we said, DPI, defensive pass interference. Here's the replay of the double pass from Maynard, intended for Scanlon, incomplete pass. Thanks to the golf cart guy for the replays here in the third quarter. So there's another big walk-off, and the Cardinals have 1st and 10 at the Pirate 18-yard line. And Ham takes the snap, gives it to Adejokin going left. And it was a nice block there by Hollenbeck, the left tackle. And there was another potential late flag, and we have a penalty. Coach Nally's expressing his opinion, but no flag on the play. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2. Lincoln Dunn in motion, another pitch pass going right, and another try to make a man miss, not able to do so. He's going to lose yardage back to the 10-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and about 2.5. Quickly to the line of scrimmage, Twins right to the short side, and give it to Adejokin, and he's going to push the pile, but don't think he got there. It's going to be, now they're calling this 3rd down. Did we miss a down somewhere along the way? Because the down marker says 3rd and the linesman says 3rd.
Now it says 1st down.
Now they're moving the sticks. So it doesn't matter if it was 3rd or 4th because it's 1st. All right, everybody, let's go 1st and goal from the 8. Approaching the midway mark of the 3rd quarter. Ham fakes it to Adejokin, throws it on the dig route, and on the drag route from Lincoln Dunn, who dives to the pylon, and he's going to be short of the sticks. Dig route, you call a crossing route for a receiver. Drag route, you call it for a tight end. Call it what you wish. Here's the replay. And there's a little bit, we'll call that a drag route, not a dig route. And he dives for the pylon. This replay brought to us by the golf cart guy. Here's 2nd and goal. Give it to Nate Adejokin, and he's going to take it to the alumni stripe and be stopped just short. Cardinal sideline signaling touchdown, but the man in the stripe says just short. Nate has 2 touchdowns in the quarter already. 3rd and goal from the 1-foot line. 3rd and goal for 12 inches. And here comes the same formation, shotgun with Adejokin next to him, and give it to him another time, and here it is, touchdown Cardinals, touchdown Nate Adejokin. Cardinals lead 48-21. It is going to be an unsportsmanlike penalty called against the Cardinals. Unsportsmanlike penalty called against the Cardinals offense. And
Unsportsmanlike on a quarterback after a rush touchdown. That's an interesting call.
Coach Nally right there having a chat with Mr. Redfern, the referee. That is Cardinals head football coach Matt Nally right there. We wondered how many points the Cardinals were going to score tonight, coming in averaging 50.5, and they may exceed that tonight. They lead 48-21, pending this PAT. And in case you are counting, I believe that is the 18th penalty of the ball game. And the chat between Mr. Nally and Mr. Redfern is complete. And Nate Adejokin has a touchdown reception, 2 rushing touchdowns, and 178 yards on the ground. And now the PAT should be kicked here, and the 15-yard penalty would then be enforced on the kickoff if this is adjudicated. Here's a replay of what might have been the extracurricular activity. Look at the right side of your screen, and there's a little bit of extracurricular going on over there. But the penalty was not called on the player over there. The penalty was called on the player right in the middle of the action. So here's the PAT from its normal spot. Ball on the 3. Sham will come in. McGregor with the PAT attempt. And that kick, the hold is not set down. So Maynard picks it up, throws it into the traffic, and the ball's going to be caught by an ineligible receiver, I think, which is a penalty flag. So do not put that point on the board. And the Cardinal coaches are saying the ball was tipped. And you see them right there? That's what that signal means. That means the defender touched the ball. See if the people in stripes agree with the Cardinal coaches. All right. So our lengthy ball game gets lengthier. Here comes the replay of this PAT attempt. That's the ending of it. We're going to start at the beginning of it here in a moment. There's Coach Nally chatting with Owen Hollenbeck. Here it is. That snap was a difficult one. The holder picks it up, throws a wing and a prayer. And there was a tip drill.
That was touched by everyone.
Yes. And actually, that looks like that was Ryder Slayton. And they say indeed, 2-point play is good, and the big man touchdown. Ryder Slayton. Thank you to Hollis.
That was Owen Hollenbeck.
Texas style Hollenbeck. Well, Hollenbeck was cheering, but I think it might have been Slayton who came down with the football. Maybe we can get our friends to run us another replay over there, Producer Craig, and make sure we get the right number called on the big man touchdown. Because the Cardinals have reached that 50-point plateau. Hang half 100, first district game, and we're still in the third quarter. Cardinals lead 50-21. Here it is. Let's see. Maynard's going to throw it up. It's going to be tipped around, as Ross said, by everybody. And that was a diving grab by big man Ryder Slayton, showing some good hands. Hollenbeck was the cheerleader.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Slayton was the receiver on the play. And ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you what happens when an offensive lineman makes a great catch. You're going to hear about it in the future.
Yeah, and on this kickoff, the Cardinals are going to end up kicking the ball off 15 yards back from where they usually would. So the Pirates chose to enforce the extracurricular penalty called against Trevor Ham on the kickoff. So the Pirates are hoping to set up in good field position after this kickoff.
Hernandez puts the tee on the 25, as Ross just said, 15 less than normal. And the Cardinals hang half 100. They lead 50-21. 5:18 to go, third quarter. And this is a good kick, taken at the 16-yard line, out past the 25 and the 30. Turn the corner, goes out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard line, and more yellow hankies on the field.
This is going to be a late hit called against the Cardinals on that coverage.
Here is a replay brought to us by the golf cart guys. This is Jeremiah Douglas on the kickoff return. And that was a nice attempt at the strip there by Doomy Gadsden. And contact outside the field to play. So there is the late hit penalty called against the Cardinals kick coverage unit. So the Pirates will get even better field position, and they will start on the plus side of the midfield stripe. Cardinals with a big lead, 50-21. Remember, the district games are what determines your playoff seeding, not your undefeated non-district schedule. This is the Cardinals' first district game. On first down, the handoff goes to Anderson from the 48-yard line. He'll take it to the 39, 2nd and 1 coming up.
That was Grayson Donahoe with the first Cardinal contact from last penalty.
Fake the handoff, throw it out to the right side, in and out of the hands of Wilbanks. Couldn't bring it in. And Landon Brando was in on that coverage.
The Pirates do have a player down.
All right, there's going to be an injury timeout on the field, which will give us a chance to check some of the scores of the games in the area and check some of your emails. Our score is Melissa 50, Crandall 21, middle of the third quarter in a slow-moving game here. 2 minutes to go. Princeton leads Poteet 27-21. 4 minutes to go. Lovejoy leads Terrell 34-20. And 12 minutes to go. Denison leads Greenville 38-24. Here is a 3rd down 1. Hand the ball, and Anderson's going to have a first down and more. Breakaway 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Pirates. Touchdown Andrew Anderson. And the home team is not going to lay down for the Cardinals. Even with a big lead, there's great effort being put there by the Pirates, and they've got that touchdown run from Anderson, cutting the score to 50-27. One more score that we've been tracking. Anna 30, Salina 23, middle third quarter. The PAT is up and good by Ryan Williams, and the score is 50-28 here. Hello again and thank you to Hollis Texas Style Barbecue.
Hello, Melissa Cardinals. Melissa Pediatric Dentistry specializes in high-quality dental care for the little smiles that matter most. Dental visits can often feel overwhelming and scary for parents and kids alike, so we've decided to splash in some fun at Melissa Pediatric Dentistry. We combine dental care in a kid-friendly environment with no pressure, judgment, or scary language. Dr. Andrew Heath welcomes children of all ages, including medically compromised and special needs patients. Come learn, grow, and smile with us.
Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors, and thanks to those who are emailing in and checking in on the Melissa Cardinals Network Facebook page. Katie is watching in Austin, says Go Cardinals. So thank you to Katie. And remember to join us on Monday evenings at the Dugout Sports Grill at 5:30 p.m. for dinner as we record our weekly Cardinal Scoreboard show. And make sure you watch every episode by subscribing to Melissa ISD on YouTube and following the Melissa Cardinals Network on Facebook. After the Pirate touchdown, they're going to kick the ball off, and the Cardinals are going to drop the ball, pick it up, and then make a nice return, nice run there by Jake Patusek. And we're going to have some more extracurricular going on. And we're going to get everybody on their own sides. Everybody needs to take a deep breath. We got a lot of football left. We have 4:31 to go in the third quarter. And we got to have everybody just turn the temperature down a bit. The referees are having a chat, which is something I've probably said to you a few times tonight. Kimberly Peoples checking in. Cameron and the Peoples family. So hello to the Peebles family. All right, Cardinals offense should have the football after that kickoff return by Petusik. But they're going to enforce a penalty against the Cardinals, so they will be walking in the northerly direction. 15-yard penalty against the Cardinals. So they will spot it at the 31 of the Cardinals. They will have first down and 10 there. All right. Here is a replay of the personal foul Facebook, not Facebook, but face mask penalty. We had that shot for a moment there. All right, Ham on first down is going to hand the ball to Nate Adejokin, who's having a great game tonight. He'll go out to the 39-yard line and pick up 7 on the carry. Nate Adejokin's already been our offensive player of the game so far this season. Remember, we interview our offensive and defensive players of the game every Monday night at the dugout as part of the Cardinal Scoreboard Show. Second down and 3. Ham's going to throw it out to the right side. It's going to be caught. And that is Austin Goosby's first catch of the ball game.
Yes, sir.
First down, Cardinals. We heard from his father earlier down there in Austin. First down and 10. Ham's going to look deep, pull the ball down, roll to his right, gets some time, sets his feet, throws it, and is going to be thrown into traffic and is going to go out of bounds. That one was intended for Goosby as well. In traffic, couldn't quite bring that one in. Austin Goosby, a tremendous Cardinal basketball player. Here's the replay of Ham earning some time, throwing it up for the basketball player to go up for the rebound and come down tough on the turf. That was Tillman on the coverage for the Pirates. Give to Nate Adejokin again. He's going to take it for a gain into the Pirate territory, and it's going to be first down, gain of 10 for Nate.
Nate's approaching 200 yards now.
He sure is. He ran for 231 in the first game of the year against Argyle. He has 186 so far. We just added to that number right now. The carry is to the 37-yard line. Second down and 4. We're going to go second down 3. How about that one? Approaching the 3-minute mark here, third quarter. And Betts is checked in at running back. He's going to take the handoff, and he's going to have a first down. Misty Humphreys checks in and says, no, the Cowboys are not that good. Remember, she's the pessimist who said the Cowboys were going to go 6-11 on the year. So that's what she says. Fake the handoff to Betts. Ham throws a seam route in the middle of the field. It's going to be a flag on the play intended for Tyler Montgomery. And the Pirates DB got his feet kind of twisted up and therefore impeded the progress of Mr. Montgomery, number 12 right there. And so we may be seeing another DPI here. And we do. That is the call. The golf cart guy tells us exactly what we just said, that Jalen Washington, the DB for the Pirates, interfered with Mr. Montgomery. First down, Cardinals at the Pirate 16-yard line. Melissa leads 50-28. And Ham's going to set up a wide receiver screen. There's Montgomery on a catch and a Cardinal touchdown. Tyler Montgomery, wide receiver screen. Nice run after catch and a dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Not only do they hang half 100, they're at 56-28. They're going to raise the average points per game tonight. And the officials tell everybody to quit talking and just go back to your huddles or line up. Here comes the PAT. No swinging gate, just set it up after the Tyler Montgomery touchdown catch on the wide receiver screen. Here is a familiar scene. Maynard on the hold, McGregor on the kick. And this one is up and good. 57-28, Cardinals with a lead. Linda Craig checks in, watching her favorite Cardinal, Colin Craig. Joining us from Melissa. Josh and Kim Price are watching at home in Melissa. So thank you to those who are joining us. And there's flags coming in right now after the play on the conversation with the Melissa coaches and our referee. Our Cardinal coaches expressing their opinion, and the man in the stripes has decided to throw a flag. So we will wait for him to officially announce what's going on. Our score is Melissa 57, Pirates 28, 2:43 to go in the third quarter. Our delay here is because of a flag thrown. We're waiting for the kickoff after the Tyler Montgomery touchdown. There's Coach Matt Nally and Coach Rosh, I think, next to him. And so Coach Matt Nally's having a nice chat. He's talking with the referee, Guy Redfern, the umpire, Brian Davis. And there's Nigel Smith Sr. out there as well. So they're having a meeting of the minds, and the clock remains stopped at 2:43 to go. Coach Nally's the one without his hat on as you're standing there. That's Nigel Smith Sr. in the black shirt. And yes, Nigel Smith Sr. would be the father of Nigel Smith Jr. And the chat continues, which is why all of our district games are going to end before our night ends tonight. All right, while the conversation continues, we're going to see a replay of the touchdown. Wide receiver screen from Ham to Tyler Montgomery. Good block there by Jackson Ford, and watch this nice dive at the end. There you go, good touchdown, Tyler Montgomery. Thank you to the golf cart guy for the replay. And Coach Nally is calling the entire team up for a team huddle. We have 2:43 to go in the third quarter. The Cardinals are going to kick off here momentarily, but first Coach Matt Nally's calling them over to a team timeout. This is not a called, charged timeout. This is still an official timeout, but we are having a coaching moment from Matt Nally. And I know Matt Nally well. We've worked together for years, and let me tell you something like what he's saying. He says everybody needs to keep your cool. Everybody needs to calm down. Everybody needs to respect the officials and respect your coaches, and you play hard till the whistle, and then you cut it off and you handle your emotions in the middle of a tough district game. Everybody just cool off, calm down, play football. I'm pretty sure that's the summary of what Mr. Nally is saying right now. And now the referee is giving the official signal that there was offsetting personal fouls, one on each team, so there is no effect due to the flags on both teams. So after the pep talk is over, now we're going to replay or start playing again. And Cardinal fans chanting Nally, if that If you're wondering what they're saying, that's what they're chanting is Mally. There is a kickoff coming for the Cardinals. I told you we are having a plethora of yellow hankies tonight. We are at 21 official penalties so far. And the referees are going to have to do a little ice bath on their throwing arms when this is over. All right, the Cardinals should be kicking off after the 40-yard, or from the 40-yard line after the touchdown. And because the personal fouls were offsetting, it'll remain there at the 40-yard line. And Nick Hernandez, there he is, big number 80, will put the ball on the tee. That's Christian Turner, you see right there, number 4. And you also had Jared Petusik, number 80 in the, number 16 in the shot. Here's number 80, kicker Hernandez. We heard from Cardinals former kicker Aiden Pintor on the email a moment ago. This is a high kick. It will be fair caught at the 26, 27-yard line. The Pirates will take over, trailing 57-28. And still want you to tell me, are the Cowboys really that good? So far the votes say no, they're not 40-0 that good like they beat down the Giants the other day. All right, here comes 1st and 10 Pirates from their own 27-yard line. Cardinals defense out there. Rocky Dunn's out there at the high safety spot. Wickersham, the quarterback, will hand the ball off and going nowhere. Great defensive stop there by Grayson Donahoe.
Tackle for loss there for Donahoe coming at the inside linebacker spot. He's had a great night all night. There the Pirates will be stopped for a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 for the Pirates.
All right, no huddle, but not in a hurry are the Pirates. Junior Gage Wickersham, number 4 right there, has gone all night at quarterback, and he's going to throw the football deep down the right sideline over the head of his intended receiver. Great coverage by Jared Petusik. Pass was intended for Michael Collins.
Very good coverage. He got his hands on the receiver just enough, just what was legal, but wasn't excessively contact, and laid it out, looked back towards the ball, as the refs like to see. They both looked back for the ball, and both went up to make a play, and turns out the pass was incomplete, and Jared had great coverage there.
Here's the replay of that incomplete pass. Well, there it is. All right, 3rd and 11. And Wickersham rolls to his left, squares up, throws it into double coverage, incomplete pass, intended for Josh Smith. And there's Christian Turner, one of the DBs there on the play. 4th and 11. Down big in the 3rd quarter. What does Coach Kyle Harden of the Pirates choose to do?
Another good coverage by the Cardinals corners. Both Jared and Christian have played amazingly.
All right, the Pirates will punt the football away. And based upon people warming up on the sideline, I think we're going to start seeing some major substitutions for your Cardinals.
Lincoln Dunn back to receive this punt.
4th and 11. And Cardinals substituting late. There's the low snap, ground ball, but the rush is not there. The punt is going to be a short one, and Lincoln Dunn will fair catch it in plus territory at the Pirate 48-yard line. That's Michael Collins, the punter for the Pirates. And the Cardinals will take over, and let's see if we're starting to change out personnel. Reese Carter looks like he's coming in at the O-line. Alejandro Luna coming in.
Luke Damel. Elijah Almazan.
Peyton Porter's coming in at the tight end spot. Cody Scanlon at the receiver spot. And number 15, Tate Kirk at the quarterback spot. He'll take that snap and hand the ball off. And that is Connor Betts with the carry. Do we have everybody accounted for? We have...
Bishop Curry checks in now to play running back.
There he is. Tate Kirk has replaced Trevor Ham at the quarterback spot, so Trevor Ham's night might be over with 253 yards and 5 passing touchdowns tonight.
It's a pretty good night through 3 quarters.
And the Cardinals letting that game clock roll. We hit 80 seconds to go, third quarter. On 2nd down and 9, the snap is back to Kirk. Give it, no, fake it. And Kirk's gonna keep it. Tough run to the 40-yard line. We'll make it 3rd down and 3. And we have 1 minute to go in the quarter. Yeah, they gave him a short spot there. That's at the 41.5. Nevertheless, Cardinals have 3rd down.
That was a good read by Tate to keep the ball himself.
Tyler Montgomery's in at the receiver spot. He has a touchdown earlier. Jacob Nye split left. Another low snap, and Kirk's going to have to run it, and he's going to lose yardage on the play. And the Cardinals will not have to run another play here in the 3rd quarter. It's going to be 4th down and 5. But I will expect the Cardinals to let this 3rd quarter clock expire. There it is. Coach Nally says, everybody come over here and let's talk. A.J. Cole's also in at the O-line spot right now, and the 3rd quarter will expire. We are here in Melissa, Texas, on the Melissa Cardinals Network at the end of 3 quarters of play. Melissa 57, Crandall 28. We do thank again many of our wonderful sponsors.
We want to say thank you to the teachers, administrators, leaders, and parents who are creating a better future for our students. We believe that when who you work with matters. That's why WRA Architects is proud to sponsor the Melissa ISD Athletic Booster Club and the many students it serves.
Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. I'll invite you and your family to First Melissa this Sunday morning, 9 a.m. or 10:15 a.m. Look at that wonderful sponsors list with all of the great folks who bring us Melissa Cardinals football every week on the Melissa Cardinals Network with our friends at Game On Sports. This is our 16th year on the Melissa Cardinals Network, and we're so thankful to all the folks who support Cardinals athletics. And as the 4th quarter begins, it's 4th down and 5, and the Cardinals will be punting the football away tonight for the very first time. And the gentleman officially known as D.K. Abrams, unofficially known as Peanut, will punt the football away, and it's going to be a good kick. And it's going to be fair caught at the 6-yard line, pinning him deep. Nice job there by the Peanut.
That was a great punt.
The Cardinals D will come back out on the field. And because we've had so many yellow hankies tonight, our game is running very long, which I told you means the other games in our district are going to end before we do. So let's check out what we have. Lovejoy defeats Terrell tonight, 34-21. So Lovejoy is 1-0 in the district, and Terrell is 0-1 in the district, their first loss of the season. Both teams now 3-1 overall. On the first down play, they're going to run the football and pick up a few yards on that play. Argyle did win big, that is. They're 62-0 over Montgomery, but that's not in our district. South Oak Cliff, not in our district, defeats Dallas Parish Episcopal 49-14. And the Denison Yellow Jackets lead 52-31 over Greenville, 4 minutes to go in that game. And Princeton defeats Poteet 27-21. So Princeton's 1-0 in the district, their first win of the year. Here comes another running play for the Pirates. Mesquite Poteet is now 0-4 on the year. And guess what's happening in Orangeland, Rossi?
What's that?
30-30, overtime.
Overtime, and the Orange Palace?
Coyotes and Bobcats going to overtime. Extra football there in Orangeland. All right, we're in the 4th quarter here. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. And Wickersham takes they changed quarterbacks. They're going to hand the ball off going right. That carry is by Kason Ray. Michael Collins is that quarterback there, number 11 now for the Pirates. And he's going to be stopped short. It's going to be 4th down. And again, we'll see what Coach Harden chooses to do.
That tackle was by Miles O'Neill.
Ball spotted at the 12-yard line. 4th down, and here comes the punt team for the Pirates. So the Cardinals offense should be able to get this football back and run some clock. Going back to return this punt for the Cardinals is Doomy Gadsden. All right, we have a stoppage of play. We have a timeout called by the Pirates with 10:37 to go in regulation. Ross Graham and John Graham are time to begin your deliberations on offensive and defensive players of the game. We will recognize those players this Monday night, 5:30 p.m. at the Dugout Sports Grill. Join us for dinner every Monday night and watch our recording of our Cardinal Scoreboard show right there at the Dugout Sports Grill. And then make sure you subscribe to Melissa ISD on YouTube so you can watch every new episode on Monday evenings. Make sure you follow the Melissa Cardinals Network on Facebook. After the Pirates timeout, their punt team comes out on the field, and there is number 21, Doomy Gadsden, ready to return this punt. Michael Collins, the punter for the Pirates, stands in his own end zone. And we continue to patiently wait for action. Clock stop, 10:37 to go in the game. Collins, the punter, in his end zone. And it's a low snap, and he picks it up, and he's going to run the football, and he's going to try to turn the corner until he runs into
Miles O'Neill.
Miles O'Neill, who runs him out of bounds, and the Cardinals are going to get tremendous field position for their offense.
Miles O'Neill stepped into the starting role this week, and he's played amazingly at the outside linebacker spot. A big play there. Now the Cardinals are going to get the ball in excellent field goal range, and there's another new quarterback in the game, number 19.
Number 19 for the Cardinals, that would be Jackson Nally in the game at quarterback. And next to him is Bishop Curry. And Nally takes the handoff and gives it to Curry, going right with a stiff arm and a dive down to near the 2-yard line. It will be 2nd and goal. You saw Luke Damel there in the game. You saw Alejandro Luna. There he is, number 61 right there. You saw 72, A.J. Cole. 66 there is Elijah Almazan. And 71, Reese Carter at the left tackle. Now he's going to throw it into the end zone for Nye. He goes up and he's out of bounds. He came down with the football, but out of bounds, incomplete pass. 3rd down and goal coming up. 9:59 to go in the 3rd quarter. Here's that Nally fade route. And Nye went up and brought it down, but couldn't keep a foot in bounds. 3rd and goal. Clock stopped, 9:59. You also see Peyton Porter, number 24, there at the H-back spot.
That replay was brought to us by Wellet Electric.
And now he's going to pull the ball, and he'll be taken down for a loss on the play. Tackle by Jacob Navarro, and let's see if we have our field goal team come out here. It's going to be 4th and goal, and here comes the field goal team. Sham McGregor will come out here. He of the numerous PATs, but it's time for a field goal. This will be a 24-yard field goal attempt. Not much different than a regular PAT. Carson Maynard, the holder. The lefty, Sham McGregor. Snap is back. The kick is up, and it is good. And the Cardinals have scored 60 tonight in the district opener. 60-28 is our score. This is Trey Graham, Ross Graham, and John Graham joining you in Crandall, Texas on the Melissa Cardinals Network. Thanks to those who are emailing in, mcnr@melissaisd.org, mcnr@melissaisd.org, and we're going to try to get you an update on that Salina and Anna game that we think has gone to overtime. We have 9:09 to go in regulation here. Cardinals leading 60-28. All right, here comes the Cardinals kickoff team after the Sham McGregor field goal. And Nick Hernandez has been busy tonight on the kickoff team. He will put the ball on his 40-yard line. Pirates bring in the kickoff return unit. And here comes a short kick, and it will be fair caught by Will Banks. All right, the Pirates will take over at their own 25-yard line, and we'll start checking the substitutions on the defensive side for the Cardinals.
On the defensive line, Oren Abel has checked in, Perel Stevens has checked in, and Antoine Dillon is in the game. At the corner spot, we have Doomy Gatson. Christian Turner is going to stay in the game at corner. Antonio Sparks is checked in at linebacker. Grayson Denho is still in the game. Colin Craig at the linebacker. Rocky Dunn at safety. Jason Ananobi at linebacker as well.
1st and 10 for the Pirates. They run the football, and they'll pick up about 3 yards on the play.
Rocky Dunn on that tackle as the first Cardinal to make contact there.
60-28 is our score.
Tate Kirk is now checked in to play safety as well.
Under 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Cardinals are going to start that long bus ride home with a W tonight to start the district schedule. And there's a handoff for the Pirates, who will take it for a first down to their 35-yard line.
Jordan Hernandez and Antoine Dillon on that tackle for the Cardinals. Bishop Curry is also now checked in to play corner.
First down and 10 Pirates at their 35-yard line. Take the snap, hand the ball off. That's Collins at quarterback. And they're going to run it to the 40. And thankfully they're letting the clock roll. 7:45 and counting. There's a camera right behind the mighty Cardinal band. There they saw them in action. 2nd down and 5 for the Pirates. And they're going to run the football again, going right. And that is Moreland on the carry. Short gain brings up 3rd down as we have 7:15 and counting. There's the Cardinal band again doing some serious calisthenics in the bleachers next to us. And the Pirates thankfully run the football again. And that
Jason Ananobi on that tackle for the Cardinals.
Moreland on the carry, under 7 minutes to go. All right, 6:55 and counting. Looks like the deliberations are coming to an end for our offensive and defensive players of the game. We'll introduce those to you in just a moment. And we'll check in with our email friends. And we'll check in with the Anna and Salina game now that we've got all of our district games. Here's a replay brought to us by Welliot Electric. And big tough hit there for the Cardinals by Antonio Sparks. Run the football again to the Pirates, to the Cardinal 45-yard line. Thanks to Wellington Electric for sponsoring our replays here in the final stanza. 3rd down and 4. Collins is going to throw the football out to the right side, and he's going to have a completion for a Pirate first down. Nate Adejokin has rushed 24 times, 193 yards, and 3 touchdowns. That's 8 yards per carry. And Carson Maynard, 6 catches, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nate Adejokin has a touchdown reception. Tyler Montgomery has a touchdown reception. Jackson Ford has a touchdown reception tonight. And the Pirates are going to run the football on first down and pick up about 3 yards on the play.
Jason Ananobi on that tackle again.
Thomas Tipton and the Tipton family in Aledo, Texas, email in and they say a shout out to the best offensive coordinator in the state of Texas, Coach Jason Russell, and the #1 ranked Melissa Cardinals. Swing it out to the left side is going to be caught, and it's going to be short of the stick. It will bring up a 2nd down play for the Pirates. Sean and Wendy Lear check in. Say, go Army. Good job. They say, go Cardinals. Good job. And they say, yes, the Cowboys are for real. So there's the councilman telling you what's up. All right, hand the ball off to the Pirates, and they're going to have a first down to the 24 of the Cardinals with 4:45 to go in the ball game. And in just a moment, we're going to introduce our offensive and defensive players of the game and invite you to meet them in person on Monday night at 5:30 p.m. for the Cardinal Scoreboard Show. As you can hear the mighty Cardinal Band next door to us, literally. All right, Collins will throw it out to the right side. It's going to be caught for a short gain. And we're going to take a chance to thank another one of our sponsors.
Since 1955, Steel Fab has been committed to providing our customers with quality structural steel fabrication and construction at competitive prices. Steel Fab believes in doing the right thing and treating our employees and customers with dignity and respect. Regardless of how big or small your next construction project is, Steel Fab is dedicated to provide you quality and support on every job.
Another Pirates run there, and a tackle for the Cardinals by Romeo Garcia, number 46 right there. So thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors as we are approaching 3.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Cardinals are going to go to 1-0 in district play. And the home team Pirates are going to lose their first district game. They're going to throw it into the end zone, up for a grab, and an incomplete pass. That was intended for Douglas, and that was Gatson on the coverage. Here's the replay brought to us by Wellington Electric. Throw that one up, and good coverage by Gatson right there. Went up and made contact with the ball. So the Cardinals are going to be 4-0 on the year, 1-0 in the district. Crandall is going to be 0-1 in the district and be 2-2 overall. Collins is going to throw the football into the end zone, throws it over the head of everybody, incomplete pass. And that was Tate Kirk on the coverage. Denison defeats Greenville 59-31. So the Greenville Lions fall to 1-3 on the year, and the Denison Yellow Jackets are 3-1, winning their first district game. All right, we want to say congratulations to our offensive player of the game. Quarterback Trevor Ham goes 19 of 25 for 253 yards and 5 touchdown passes tonight. Congratulations to Trevor Ham for being our offensive player of the game. And there are the members of the mighty Cardinal Band who've been fired up all night long. Cardinals got the football back. That was a 4th down attempt a moment ago by the Pirates. They were unsuccessful. And so Tate Kirk, who was just playing DB, is now back in the game at quarterback for the final 3.5 minutes. Hand the ball off to Bishop Curry. And the Pirates are trying to strip it, and he does a nice job holding on to the football and pushing the pile forward. We also want to say congratulations to our defensive player of the game, Grayson Donahoe. As you see this replay of that tough run by Curry, brought to us by Wellington Electric. Grayson Donahoe with 8 tackles, including a tackle for loss. Congratulations to Grayson Donahoe for being our defensive player of the game. And we will interview them on Monday evening at the dugout. Checking in the game right now is junior number 27, Hunter Mortensen. Tate Kirk at the quarterback spot, snaps the football and hands the ball off, and there's a flag on the play. Nice run there by Bishop Curry, but we have a yellow hanky. Stopping the clock at 2:48. And our referee is going to be a tired man, Mr. Redfern. I suppose they waved that one off and said it just doesn't matter. All right, clock is stopped at 2:48. No penalty going to be enforced. Cardinals have it at their own 47. Tate Kirk has trips left, and Curry next to him takes the snap, gives it to Curry, going left, and trying to push the pile forward for a single yard.
Another sponsor, Prime IV McKinney specializes in IV hydration and vitamin therapy. Our skilled and medically licensed staff will give you a full evaluation prior to your IV infusion. Our drips are specifically formulated with rich vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and amino acids, which will dramatically increase energy, boost your immune system, decrease inflammation, aid in muscle recovery, provide migraine relief, and much more. Come see us at Prime IV in McKinney on 380 to look better, feel better, and perform better.
On 2nd down and 11, the Cardinals will hand the football off to Bishop Curry again. A short gain will bring up 3rd down and long as we are under 2 minutes to go. Cardinals will be back in action next Friday at home. They will host Terrell, 7:30 kickoff. Make sure you're by the channel here on the Melissa Cardinals Network as we're back home at beautiful Coach Kenny Deal Stadium next Friday. And remember, after the game next Friday, Tyler Norman, the minister to students at First Melissa, is hosting a 5th quarter event for fun and food and games and all kinds of great stuff for teenagers. After the Cardinals football game, a First Melissa 5th quarter event. This carry is by Ezekiel Cockerham, and he's going to run it into the pile, come back out of the pile, turn the corner going left, and take it to the house. 53 yards. He ran into the pile. All the traffic stopped. He was not on the ground. Whistle did not sound. And so he does what he's supposed to do and keeps his feet alive, turns the corner, shows some speed, and heads into the end zone for a touchdown. And here comes our other kicker, the kickoff guy, Nicholas Hernandez, for this PAT attempt. And the difference is he's a righty, Shan McGregor's a lefty, so Carson Maynard has to switch around and hold from the other side. That kick is good, and the Cardinals have scored 67 points in their first district game. 1:12 on the clock. Again, congratulations. As we say thank you to Hollis Texas Style Barbecue for our replays on our PATs. Congratulations to quarterback Trevor Ham with 5 touchdown passes, named our offensive player of the game, and our defensive player of the game, Grayson Donahoe. We invite you to follow the Melissa Cardinals Network on Facebook as we watch this replay brought to us by Welliot Electric. Watch this, as I mentioned to you. That is Ezekiel Cockerham, runs into the pile. Everybody stops except him. He takes off, turns the corner, shows some speed and some hustle and some tenacity, patience. I don't know, how many adjectives can I come up with? There you go. Hard work, effort, grit.
Determination.
That one works. This is what you do when it's 67-28 in the fourth quarter, is you play word games. And nice touchdown run by Ezekiel Cockerham, 53 yards, and the Cardinals scored 67 points tonight. And as our kickers have traded responsibilities, the kickoff guy, Nick Hernandez, just kicked the PAT, and the PAT guy, Shan McGregor, now kicks off and kicks it to the 20-yard line. The ball's on the ground. The Pirates pick it up on a bounce, and they get a big stick.
Antonio Sparks on that big hit.
Number 38, Sparks, making his presence known. We have 1:06 to go in the ball game, and here's the replay of Sparks, and there it is. Nice tackle on the kick coverage. Thank you to Welliot Electric, and there it is, Mr. Sparks, checking into the game on the defensive side. Junior number 38, Antonio Sparks. All right, the Pirates, we hope, we're going to run about 2 more plays with Michael Collins on offense, and then we're going to get to go home tonight. Hand the ball off, and that is Moreland on the carry, and we are under a minute to go. Again, be by the channel next Friday, 7:30 kickoff Central Time at Coach Kenny Deal Stadium as the Terrell Tigers come to town for the second district game of the year. The Cardinals are going to go to 4-0 on the season, 1-0 in the district. They will undoubtedly remain ranked number 1 in the state of Texas in Class 5A Division II football. And the Terrell Tigers, who are now 3-1, having lost tonight in their district opener, will be coming to the Deal-a-Seum, and they're going to get to witness the beautiful new home we have. That should be and could be and will be the last play of the game as the final 15 seconds expire. We're going to ask Ross Graham to give us your summary of a tremendous win tonight.
Yes, the Cardinals came into the game. They scored a lot of points on offense like they wanted to. There are some miscues on both sides of the ball that all teams face and all teams will get to be better from, and the Cardinals are no different. So Coach Nally has prepared his team well for this game, prepared them for district, and there's more time to learn, more time to grow, as we'll see in the next coming weeks. And the Cardinals are set up well to make a deep playoff run yet again this year.
We're going to bring you some highlights of this great victory, and then we're going to say goodnight in just a few moments. Welliot Electric shows you some of the sights and sounds of tonight's ball game. There's Hernandez with a kick. Here's Trevor Ham with a touchdown pass in the first half to Carson Maynard. There's the rugby scrum that we talked about earlier. These are some of the highlights from the first half. Anderson with the run over the right side. And here is a Nate Atajokin touchdown run. Shows some toughness there at the goal line. Cardinals celebrating another Atajokin touchdown. Here is a Trevor Ham pitch pass to Nate Adejokin, and he takes it to the house. As part of a tremendous game from Nate Adejokin tonight. Here is the Jacob Nye kickoff return as he turns the corner, shows some speed, and stiff arms the tackler. And here's the double pass. Carson Maynard, it was attempting to throw that football to Cody Scanlon, incomplete pass in the end zone. And there's the touchdown pass to Tyler Montgomery on that little wide receiver drag route. No, that's the Lincoln Dunn drag route that took him to the 1 yard line. Here is the magical 2-point play, throwing it up for grabs. Carson Maynard did, and Ryder Slayton, the offensive lineman, came down with the 2-point play catch, and the Cardinals were victorious. Here is the Tyler Montgomery touchdown that I was referencing a moment ago. Nice effort there at the goal line. Lots of highlights when you score 67 points. Here is a Pirate pass, and that was a good defensive play by Doomy Gatson. Here is a tough run by Bishop Curry. We mentioned they were trying to strip him of the football, and he kept his feet moving and legs churning, and good run there by Bishop Curry. And Jackson Nally hands the ball on this final touchdown to Ezekiel Cockerham, who was diligent and tenacious and patient and all those things, and kept his feet alive and took it to the house, 53 yards for the final score of the night. Thank you to Elliott Electric for that. And we thank all of our wonderful sponsors tonight. There's the Cardinal team and the Mighty Cardinal Band and the Cardinal fans. There we are in that tent right there. See that red tent? That's us. And we're going to say thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors for bringing us this broadcast. We want to invite you to be by the channel next Friday as Terrell comes to town. We'll invite you one last time to First Melissa this Sunday morning at 9 a.m. or 10:15 a.m. We're going to say thanks to John Graham for a great job on the stats. Ross Graham, well done as always. Producer Craig and the crew from Game On, always a pleasure. Your final score, the Melissa Cardinals 67, Crandall 28. We'll see you next week at the Deal-a-Seum from Crandall, Texas. This is Trey Graham saying good night on the Melissa Cardinals Network.